Hello, everybody, and welcome to qualifying day of the Monster Jam World Finals here in 2024. World Finals 23 is upon us, and today is the official qualifying day. We'll have the last chance qualifier qualifying, then we'll have main field qualifying, then the last chance qualifier will actually take place. Very, very excited to have you all here today. First off, got to get this out of the way. Bear with me. I am dealing with something sick. I don't know whether it's a cold or allergies, whatever. So bear with me with that. I'm going to be blowing my nose, coughing. Just bear with me. It's going to be a long day. But I'm committed to being here with you guys. I want to have a great day. It's qualifying weekend. It's qualifying day. It's World Finals weekend. I mean, I can't be missing this. It's the first time I'm covering the World Finals on this channel in 2 years. Last year, I was there working at the World Finals. So this year, it's weird to be home and not even at the World Finals. I have not attended a World Finals as a fan since 2018. So very, very weird for me, but I'm happy to be here. Very happy to be here. The goal of this live stream, the reason why I'm starting it early is so that I can get this out of the way. The goal of this live stream is not for you to watch me only. I'm not going to be showing you qualifying. You can't see qualifying. You can't see anything here. You're just going to see my face. The point is to try and sync up my stream and Monster Jam's live stream and have both of us about the same time so you can hear my reaction to it while you're watching it there. And if that's not for you, well, then that's fine. I'm doing this so that I can engage with some people. I am now going to do a test to see how far behind you need to pause the video, Monster Jam's video, so you're lined up with me. So let me get that going really quickly because I want to do that before the Monster Jam stream starts, which it looks like it already has. So that's great. It's okay. We're live. This is live show business, everybody. We're not. Oh, yeah. Monster Jam's live already. Wow. Cool. So Monster Jam's live, too. They just decided, yeah, we're going to take all your viewers. Not that I'm going to get many anyway. So Monster Jam's live stream is there. So let me time this up for you guys so that you can know how far back you need to pause it. So I am going to, if you hear me twice, just bear with me. So I am going to start the timer now. We're going to see how far this. Wow, it's only 7 seconds back. That's great. All right, cool. So you need to pause. I'm going to write this in there. So let's type this in. World Finals qualifying day. Pause Monster Jam stream for 7 seconds to be lined up with mine. Hooray. All right, cool. Great. We're getting ready to roll here. This is a very exciting day. I mean, World Finals is here. I need to blow my nose again. Sorry, again, for those of you who weren't here in the beginning, I'm sick. Bear with me. It's going to be a long day. But it's okay. I'm here for it. It's going to be a fun day. We've got, man, so much stuff going on. Hope you guys are doing great. V7 throttle. He's got both on his screen. You're doing it right. You're doing it right, brother. It's going to be a cool day of qualifying. The track looks good so far. It looks very, why is my Siri trying to do this? It's going to be a good day because qualifying is always interesting. But for the first time in 5 years, we have a showdown type event where there are drivers competing to be in the last spot of the World Finals. That has not happened since the 2019 World Finals. Lindsey Reed won that, went on to win the Freestyle Championship that year. So obviously there's a lot riding on this for a lot of these drivers, and all 12 of these drivers are really, really good. And quite frankly, every single one of them, I don't want to say none of them deserve to be in the main field. What I want to say is that I believe any of them will be thrilled to be in the main field, and it would be a really cool thing for Monster Jam. Creeper Reaper, he's got both set up as well. So does Who-Man. Shout out to you guys. You guys are great. It's going to be a fun day. I keep repeating myself, but we're about 8 seconds from qualifying supposed to start, but I mean, knowing Monster Jam, you know, it never ends up Nothing ever ends up happening on time. It's very, very hard to time things up with Monster Jam because there's genuinely just so much trying to squeeze in to the one day, and they're doing it early in the day too. So they didn't give themselves a ton of time to prepare. So I certainly hope for their sake that they've got things all set up and ready to rumble here. But I'm here. I'm here ready to roll. And we're going to have ourselves a great day today. Ooh, they're starting. I don't want to have the volume too loud because I don't want to get I don't want to get copyrighted for it. Not that I think I would. Creeper Reaper, what was your favorite show this season from Stadium Series West? Bold of you to assume that I remember a single event from the entire year. Stadium West, huh? They had a lot of really great events. I kept notes of stuff, so hold on. Let's see. This series had a ton. Seattle was great. Let's see. Oh, there was that one event. I think it was Anaheim 5. Either Anaheim 5 or Detroit 1. Both of those were great. So synced with the stream. It's like you're in the stream. Great. Look at you getting me all set up. Fantastic. The S Kicker. Can't wait to see what Jim's got for Adventure tomorrow. I agree. Think that's going to be very cool. Creeper Reaper favorite was Detroit. Yeah, Detroit was great. Really, really great. He also liked Arlington. Arlington was another very good one. They're just playing their ads right now. Standard. Need to get the ads in there. Vizio. I don't know what that is. Well, I think I know what that is. I'm going to keep repeating it all day for those of you who who are not here when I said it first. I'm not feeling great. So if you see me stop to blow my nose or cough, just bear with me here. I'm just doing this to I can't not. I have to. I'm so excited for this. I have to be here, and I know you guys want to see my reactions to it. And I can't do commentary because there's no fans. So this is your way of getting commentary for today. I will be doing commentary for the World Finals. It's not going to come till Sunday, probably maybe Monday. Depends on how long it takes to export, quite honestly. But it's going to be a blind commentary this year. Going to have no idea what happens. And hopefully for the first time ever, I will have nothing spoiled for me. 2019, I got all the videos myself, and I ended up screwing myself because I found out what happened in like every competition before it ended up happening because I'm an idiot. And then in 2022, hi, John. In 2022, I ended up spoiling. I got the two-wheel competition spoiled for me. So look at John. John got a haircut too. This is great. I'm so excited for today. Like a commentary. Oh, I'll be doing a full commentary. Like I'm doing the full thing. You're getting start to finish. And if they take it down, then I will do a shortened version. But the first thing you're going to see is a full commentary. And then this way, the main subscribers of the channel can hear or can see a whole commentary. Even if it does get taken down, you can see it before they take it down. They're showing clips of drivers who are in the LCQ. Yes. Sorry for another question. Favorite show? Ooh, man, Atlanta 2 was fire. I'm not going to lie to you. Atlanta 2 was great. That was a really great, really great event. There were so many. Minneapolis had a great one. I feel bad talking over John because if you guys do have both of us up at the same time, I don't want to be talking over the hosts. So Bryce Kenny said hello to the moon. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Because of the rain. Thank you, John. That's very true. It's rained a little too much the last couple of years. But we don't have to worry about rain this year. Inside building. Haha. Lindsay's mic has a little too much gain on it. Oh, wow. Tyler ended up getting the fastest practice time at 18.148. Zach Garner had a pretty quick time. Cody had a pretty quick time. Dalton Widener, I know, was pretty fast, too.
Living here in LA, in Southern California, and now you get to come back to this unbelievable facility and do what you do.
Who-Man asks, what do you think of the World Finals being in Salt Lake City? I'm excited for it. I, for one, think it's going to be a really good time. Oh, my. Casey's mic had too much gain on it, too. They did not. That's too bad. I think it's going to be really fun. I mean, it's close to where I live, so I should be able to go next year, which is great. Very excited for that. I think it's going to be really cool. I don't know much about that building or how big it is. Good God, Casey, you're blowing my eardrums out. So I don't know. I mean, who knows? I think it really all depends on what they end up doing with it, what they end up turning the weekend into. Hi, John. That's me. They're officially giving the Fortnite ad. Here we go. Interesting. It's just a Lego Fortnite ad. That's really funny. Jim Kohler had the 11th fastest practice. I think it's his experience from Wildwood is helping. That's not a bad point. That is really not a bad point at all. That's a very good point. Again, for everybody who's just joining us, if you are trying to sync up my live stream with Monster Jam so you can hear me talking at the same time that I'm seeing it so that it's synced up, you have to pause the video for about 7 seconds. And that is how we will be lined up together. I'm going to start leaning back on the couch a little bit here because I'm starting to get a little, again, I'm not feeling great. So trying to keep myself feeling good. We built JCB with that in mind because in this line, you have getting all the ads out of the way. So again, the order of qualifying today is going to be last chance qualifier qualifying, main field qualifying, and then last chance qualifier. That would be hilarious, V7. That's funny. Very, very funny. Ooh, they've got the pairings up on the ticker down there. Oh, well, now they're just showing the qualifying pairings for the main field. If I'm sitting back here, do you guys hear me clearly or not? Because I'm probably going to be sitting back here most of the time. My favorite Skittles flavor? Sorry, I'm going to ruin your day. I hate Skittles, so none of the above. Good. I'm glad you could hear me. Perfect. I've got my microphone right there, so you can see this thingy for it. So that's where my microphone is. But World Finals weekend. What are you most excited about for World Finals weekend? Because it's going to be a wild weekend. Nice hair job. Thank you. Cut it all off. Feels great.
Into the main field with that last chance qualifier. And like Casey kind of alluded to in our open, there's a lot of carnage, a lot of people trying to feel out this track. It's a brand new track. It's side by side. And, you know, a lot of these drivers say, hey, I'm out there. I just want to race my own race. I don't want to pay attention to what the other people are doing. When you're this close to each other, you can't help but take a glance over there.
Good point, John. Great point.
It's a very intricate track. And I think what's so exciting for drivers is the fact that everyone is going to be a beginner here. There's really truly no driver that has a leg up because they have not been able to run this track except for here in this weekend. And like you said, side by side like that, you definitely.
Again, I'm not going to be talking the entire time, by the way. The whole point of this is for you to have me up behind the Monster Jam live stream. So I'll be talking during the driving more, but when the hosts are talking, I don't want to be stepping on their toes. Try and sync it up. Try and get us about 7 seconds. Pause for 7 seconds, and you'll be lined up perfectly. Ooh, that hasn't been here since 2020. I'm not going to lie. I miss Jersey Style a lot. Jersey Style was the best. Jersey Style was great.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail right on the head there. Is the fact that this is a technical track.
I have no idea. Not looking at it.
Someone like Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger also agrees that blue lane is probably where he's going to want to be. He says that he thinks that he can take those tight turns and make sure that he stays towards the bottom of that berm. So really what they're wanting to do is they're going to want to make sure that they're using their rear steering to push off that berm with that back left.
How loud is the live stream in the background? Is it very loud, like super clear, or is it quiet? Because I don't want it to be that loud. I don't want you guys to be like hearing double. They didn't announce practice times. They put some of them on the bottom of the ticker, though. They showed some times on the bottom of the ticker. They're screaming bloody murder in the chat. Well, that's their problem. Tell them to come here. I also got. I have my inside sources. I know things. It's audible, but not super loud. Perfect. That's what I want. That's what I hoped. I just didn't want it to be really loud. I don't want to be stealing their streams. That's not the point. The whole point is for me to be reacting to it. Oh, there you go. They have practice on the board right there. Wow, Tyler looked fast. Ryan, I think Ryan, a lot of people are kind of ignoring Ryan and Adam this weekend. I think Ryan and Adam could be really sneaky picks on this racing track.
I think that we're going to be really surprised because I've heard from his team that was over with him throughout the season, and they say that his motor runs so well. He told me he's got his tuning set up perfectly, he's got his timing set up perfectly, and he's just feeling more than confident to be behind the wheel of this Monster Jam truck. He also mentioned that though he was trying, of course, to be able to qualify good time yesterday, that he was really only going about 60 to 80% to avoid.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, we're getting a lot of people that are coming in. First off, I'm not feeling great, so bear with me with that. And the whole point of this live stream is to sync up Monster Jam's live stream with mine so you can hear my live reaction to what's going on. Not going to be much going on from me until the competitions and trucks start running. Wow, Too Tall was 0.7 of a second faster than everybody else. Look at Mark Hall. Mark Hall is cooking. Mark Hall is cooking. Watch out for Mark Hall, baby.
They're actually going to be changing our gear ratio. So you can go ahead and see on the video board. I went back in the pits.
Mark Hall is faster than all of you expect. He's got a lot of horsepower in that truck. Mark Hall can win this competition.
What these drivers are going to want to do is they don't really need the top speed. What they need is they're going to need control. They're going to need that torque that comes from our gear ratio, that comes from our transfer pace. So there's so many ratios that they can do, but you can see right here in the team screen trailer that
man, the AV team is cooking on this. This is great. This is a great stream.
When you're going up a big hill, when you're going around a turn, you're going to want to make sure you're in a lower gear. It'll be the exact same here with our drivers when they're going around these tight turns. When we're going
Mark Hall doesn't make it, then we riot. Oh,
they're going to want to make sure that they have so much
let's start a riot. I agree. Hey, look, there's Colt Stevens walking on the track. So that means we're not really close to start. Of Mice and Men? Yeah, so Colt Stevens walking on the track does not bode well for the future of.
And we're bringing this back since 2019. We remember how that shook out there in Orlando, Florida. It was amazing to watch. Yes, absolutely. So
man, they gotta fix Casey's microphone.
Previously be known as the Showdown competition, and winning the Showdown competition was Lindsay Reed, the driver at the time of Scooby-Doo, and she didn't just qualify to then compete in the main field for the Monster Jam World Finals competition. She then came to win the freestyle competition. So she did. World champion, and so born out of the last chance qualifier, we have seen world champions come to life. And with a fleet like we have here today, I have no doubt that the competition is going to be really heated here tomorrow. Yes, definitely. Let's talk a little more history. Get back with Rulo and Craig, and I got to talk to him as well. He was part of that showdown in 2019, and he broke an axle in the semifinal round, which didn't allow him to come back to the racing finals to get into the potential infield of qualifiers of competition. So I know he is looking for a little redemption just on himself. He said, World Finals to me hasn't been the greatest in any year, not just 2019. So he is looking to make sure that his truck is dialed in, that it is ready to go. So let's talk though a little bit about Last Chance Qualifier, or what we call LCQ. I know John and Lindsay touched a little bit on it, but talk to us. We saw the digital rendering on social media. It is now come to life right behind us. Let's talk about it. So each of our Last Chance qualifiers are going to have the opportunity to do a pass in each lane. So one pass in the red lane,
Good
one
heavens.
pass in the blue lane. The fastest time, their fastest pass.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about Tristan's practice times, but he doesn't always do great until the day of anyway, so I'm not too worried about it.
So let's talk a little bit about some of those fast pass times that we saw yesterday.
Why are they waiting 15 minutes? Well, I think I just think they're not ready yet. They're not waiting on purpose. They're not just delaying it. There's a reason why they're not starting. They want to start. They just can't. For whatever reason. I don't know why. They just can't start yet. I don't know what's going on down there, but they're not just purposely saying, oh, we're going to delay this by half hour. There's got to be a reason for it.
We do have David Olfert with a 20.243. And I think what's really interesting is that when you think about this particular track design, I was talking to some of our drivers yesterday, and they were talking about how this track design is unlike any that we have seen all year long. Whether you're doing typical Chicago-style racing, whether you're doing the elevated starting lines, whether you're doing the paperclip-style track, this track is not just about being fast, it's a very technical track.
That's
so
true.
Some of the drivers were talking about how sometimes it's not just about...
That was part of the thing I was talking about in my predictions. I don't know if you guys saw my predictions this morning. This track is really tight. This is a track that is going to favor arena drivers, like Armando Castro said in the press conference yesterday, and drivers who can make really tight turns.
That's something that's really interesting, and what makes this particular qualifying and tomorrow's racing competition a little bit different than all others that we've seen throughout the year. Most definitely. So Tony Oaks at Thunder Horse, 20.163, that put him in third, and then David Olfert again, like he said, he had another top four right there with that 20.243. Just to keep in mind that the Wayne LCQ time will be the official qualifying time for the main field. So
So they're sticking with the same thing in the past. That whatever time the winning LCQ driver got in qualifying is what they will have represented for them for their main field qualifying, which is what it should be. What I am very excited about this year is that the colored bodies are coming back, the colored paint jobs. Very excited for that. It seems like they're staying in the same paint jobs they had last year based on their crew shirts that they had, which is cool. I mean, I think it's really cool to have different colored bodies. Getting Megalodon Fire back is really, really cool. I think that's a really cool thing. So I think it's great. I think it's really, really cool to see different body colors. What I am intrigued to see is if Jamie Garner or El Toro Loco make it to the main field, if they're going to do a different body for one of them or Armando. I don't think they're going to. But imagine they just whip out like the black El Toro Loco again if that happens. Oh, that'd be crisp. This ad is always so funny to me. Yeah, I don't know why they're not starting. Obviously, there's something going on. Who knows what it is, but
extreme spins and flips, amazing skills and thrills. Don't miss the greatest show on earth.
I read the script. Mark Hall takes over SoFi Stadium. Valid. Not a bad script. It's funny. That reminds me of back in like 2016. I remember when somebody like leaked the script, and people thought that there was an actual script for Monster Jam. First off, if any of you think that Monster Jam is scripted, which I don't think the few of you here do, I can tell you for one right now, it's not. I've worked for Monster Jam before. It's not scripted. It's all real. Like anyone who, and quite honestly, anyone who thinks otherwise is just silly.
Monster Jam really pulls out all the stops, especially when we head on over 2 World Finals each and every year. Now, coming up in just a moment, we have a very special treat. We have 3 trucks that are about to be unveiled.
Oh, they're unveiling bodies. Cool.
Behind me, we have some folks getting ready right now to show off what these new Monster Jam trucks are going to look like when they
Kurt Kramer sweep. Valid.
on the track. So
That's the other thing.
Our first paint scheme.
Let's look at the paint scheme. Screw me. I mean, we already seen the Kraken paint scheme, but very cool. So pretty. I love the purple. I'm a big purple guy. Purple's my favorite color. Was that speech part of the script? I don't know what speech you're talking about. That is so tough. That's part of my thing. Going back to what Who Man said. If it was scripted, bro, we'd be scripting it for Kurt Kramer to win every competition. It's not scripted. Makes you think of an oil slick. That's a good point. That's a really it's a good assessment there.
This one was a very surprise for me a couple weeks ago when we were nominated to be an LCQ, and my girlfriend and my mom and my baby girl had picked out these colors for me, and when Star Creations rolled to the shop with this body all painted up, I was in shock seeing it in person. This is a little bit for them, so this is hopefully brings some good luck for me. This is I'm super happy there. This is my baby girl's first World Finals, so hopefully we can bring some luck and get a win for you guys. I'm looking forward to seeing it now. You were just mentioning your entire family. How important is it for you to really come out here and throw it down on the track for the people who helped you build this brand?
I'm intrigued to see what the other 2 body reveals are. I wonder if they're going to be independents. Think they're going to reveal Jim Kohler's today? Last year might not have been the best World Finals, but seeing the triple back is amazing. I agree. Was not a great World Finals, though. Ooh, we getting a Jester body? Heck yeah. Cool.
This guy right here. But before we go ahead and talk to you, I want all of your entire team to go ahead and show us the new body for Chester.
Yeah, let's see it. Ooh, silver. Fun. That's cool. Throwing it back to the OG a little bit there.
Now you were just telling me a moment ago how this is a little bit of a teaser. So can you give these fans a little bit more?
I like the silver. That's really cool. Pit Viper sponsorship. That's new.
So every year
I like that they're throwing it back with the old bronze rims. That's very cool.
But the reason why we chose silver next year, this next year, it will be silver is the plan. But in each one of the diamonds, we're going to represent each one of the colors, each one of the designs.
Oh, cool.
So we're going to try to make it extra special.
That's very cool.
Well, I love to see it.
Cool. Very cool for the Jester team. 10 years. That's crazy.
What is it like for you to be a part of Monster Jam World Finals 23? Each season changes. What is it like for you this particular season with all of these superstars on our lineup? Well, it's been amazing. It's truly been an honor. I got to thank Monster Jam, everyone, for giving us the opportunity, giving both Kraken and Jester the opportunity to come into this event. I haven't competed in World Finals for a few years. It's been a double down showdown. I am over the moon about coming here and being able to compete. I am ecstatic about this.
Love Matt Pagliarulo. Such a great guy.
Some passes here. We're an hour away from starting this whole thing off. We're going to see where we're qualifying at, and I want my shot at the big show. Jester has not been in the big show yet, So we have everything on the line. If I don't make it, my job is to take out as many guys as I can to make sure that Nick makes it. So Team Tomfoolery is here
Cool.
to set the bar and try to get one of these.
First time they're ever competing in a World Finals weekend together.
That kind of attitude and that confidence, I do not doubt how stellar of a job you're going to do. Thank
Nice.
you one more time again for Matt Pacquiao and Jester. And last but certainly not least, we have our Apex Predator. We're about to go ahead and unveil the newest Thunder Roars. Take it away.
What? Oh, that's tough. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Oh, that's sick. Tony Oaks. That's tough. That's tough. I love that they just flipped it. That's tough. Oh, that's so cool. That looks way better than the original one. Oh, that's hands down way cooler than the original. That's what they should have done in the first place. That is so tough. That is so tough. So tough. I did not know that was happening. That is sick. Look, it's Tony Oaks and Ashley Sanford. That's funny.
We got Ashley Sanford in Megalodon and the aforementioned Tony Oates behind the wheel of Thunder Roars. You know what, Tony? Before we talk about LCQ, we just got to look at your ride down there on the floor.
That is tough.
Is looking crispy. What do you think about that beat job?
And Thunder Roars is always looking crispy. You know, it's a fresh, it's loud, it's vibrant. It's been a huge success ever since we unveiled that thing last year. The kids really love it. It's been a huge hit. And for Cole to have a world championship, freestyle championship in that thing last year, the opening year with Thunder Roars. Hey, man,
Dude, that red is that's sick.
He's got that thing dialed in right now. We're about to take this LCQ. I'm feeling real good. We won 4 out of 4 practice races yesterday, and that's the confidence I need coming into today.
And Ashley, I want to talk to you. You know, welcome to your very first Monster Jam World Finals. But we are in your backyard. You live right down the street in Orange County. What does it feel to have your very first time at Monster Jam World Finals be at your back door?
Absolutely surreal for me. I mean, it is a dream come true to be on this floor. I have family here today. It's insanity for me, but it's so exciting. And I was actually just talking with Leslie, and it's hard because I have the pressure on myself because I want to do well. I want to do well for myself, for the Megalodon fans, for my family, all the people that are supporting me. And this track is not for me. I have a drag racing background. I'm a pedal to the metal girly. This is not friendly for me. That's great because I'm learning, and this is a huge learning experience.
Ashley Sanford is not tight turns are not Ashley Sanford's friend yet.
Anything can happen because it's World Finals.
I'd love to see Ashley Sanford make that main field though, because Ashley can freestyle, and I would love to see Ashley on this track. We got that design last year. We got the silver one this year. See, I don't think so. I don't think so. The red is so much cooler. I didn't like the silver from the beginning. I thought it was missing something. The red is way tougher.
So funny, it's so true. I was joking earlier. I was like, I need one more of me and 24 more hours in my day because it's a lot. But at the same time, when you have people who love you and support you, like I'm so blessed to have, they get it. They know what comes with all this. And they said, we'll figure out the rest. And I'm so grateful to have that kind of support, to know no matter what I do, they're just here to cheer me on and love me regardless. And I feel that sharp love across the board, worldwide. Getting to be in Megalodon has been a dream come true for me because Monster Jam was one of those things that I always wanted to do ever since I was a little girl. Megalodon,
I'm glad Ashley Sanford's here. She deserves this.
come into this world.
She's come a long way from last year. I'll tell you what. I was there week 1 for Ashley Sanford last year. I was on tour with her all year last year. Ashley's come a long way. I'm very proud of her. She's learned a lot. Come on, get the trucks off the track. We want to watch qualifying. We're burning daylight. It's only 11:30 though, to be fair. So.
We think are going to be the winners here this weekend.
Yeah, I've been saying it all weekend long. It's not about who's going to be the fastest out here. It's going to be who can be the slowest.
Yeah,
Whoever
true.
can dial it back off that huge step up jump and hit that first turn tight, that's what it's going to be all about. Ride that berm like it's meant to be ridden and come out of those turns hard. That's who's going to put the winner on the podium today. I think it's going to be me.
Okay, Tony Oaks talking a good game there, pal.
Yesterday in practice, I find your name firmly in the top 3 in the 3rd spot. We're only behind David Olfert and Mark Hall for the fastest.
David Olfert and Mark
Do
Hall.
you think that translates? Because I know that you made some adjustments to the truck, the dirt crew, they're going to make some adjustments to the track, fine-tune things. How much do you think that's going to translate?
You know, the biggest competition is going to be myself. When a driver starts getting into their own head, getting anxiety going, that's when you start making mistakes. And whatever I can do to calm down, come out here with ice in my veins. They did make a few changes to the track, but I think they're very subtle changes since practice. I think we're going to be able to handle them good. Dave, I knew Dave coming in here was going to be like the top competition to beat coming into LCQ, and there he is, laid down the fastest time. Mark Hall, one of the fastest racers in the business. I've toured with that guy a few times in the last couple of years. I love Mark. That's going to be some of the toughest competition.
Yo, if Mark Hall or Too Tall wins this, I'm going to be so hyped. We're still like hours away from that happening, by the way, because qualifying is going to be like an hour and a half for an hour for main field, at least a half hour for LCQ. Like we're 2 hours away from LCQ even happening.
If you ever walked away with that LCQ victory, we can put that soundbite right there for Tony Oaks. Ashley,
Valid.
fast. We might need to get that on.
Whee! Reason I think David will win the LCQ is that he used to drive in arenas and was great at that. I agree. Look, LCQ to me is going to be very unpredictable. LCQ to me is going to be very unpredictable. I think I said it in my my predictions. To me, LCQ is the most, well, besides high jump, it's the most unpredictable competition because honestly, nobody stands out in that field to me. There's really not a single driver. Like, David Olfert is the only one that I think is above the rest. But everyone wants to bring back what seems like every truck who competed since 2010 Felds Indies. Yeah, well, of course they do. The only thing I could see getting in David Olfert's way is himself. I love Too Tall, but he can get in his own head. And if he can stay out of his own head, he can win this competition today. Easier said than done. So we will see. I think it's going to be really, really tough for him to get it done if he's in his own head. But if he stays out of his own head, I think he can win easily. I think another thing that's really interesting, you look at the LCQ practice and the main field practice. Main field practice, everybody was under 20 seconds. LCQ, David Olfert was the only one under 20 seconds. So right there, it shows you that I think David Olfert is above everybody else in that field. I don't know. I mean, I feel like he's a strong favorite. I really do. And I always feel like strong favorites never get it done. I really do. I mean, you look back to 2019, it felt like Blake Granger and Tony Oaks were such strong favorites. And then Lindsey Reed came out and won. I mean, Camden Murphy was a favorite in 2018, and he didn't even get it done. It just seems like the driver that's the favorite never gets it done because they get in their own head. I mean, think about the last few years at the World Finals. The drivers who win the championships are rarely going to be The drivers that are favorites are rarely going to win. It never happens. The drivers that win are rarely the ones that everybody predicted. I mean, Colt Stevens winning freestyle last year. Who predicted that? Nobody. Tristan England. I mean, a lot of people wanted that to happen, but I just feel like not many people thought that was going to happen last year. A lot of people were picking Camden Murphy. Camden Murphy got close, but he didn't get it done. So I just feel like there's a lot of unpredictability when it comes to the World Finals, because the World Finals is not just every event. There's a lot of mental game that goes on at the World Finals because you get in your own head, you get nervous, you get stressed. And on a track like this, it's very easy to make a mental mistake because you're overthinking it. There are 2 turns, there's multiple jumps. You need to be perfect on every single jump and every turn, or you're not going to win the championship. So I don't know. I feel like I think one of the big things is going to be that step-up ramp. I mean, that race quite literally might be won or lost on that step-up ramp. Because if you hit it too hard, it might screw you up. Sorry, I'm just looking at the event day schedule. See, it's funny. They have it doesn't matter to me because I'm not watching it live, but they keep showing these times, and I think they're in Eastern time, but they don't specify that anywhere. Like, you need to specify these times are in Eastern time, because the World Finals, those times, if it's in Eastern time, those times are at 3 and 4:30 for racing and freestyle. So, yeah, I feel like LCQ is so up in the air. I really do. I feel like it's so up in the air for a lot of drivers. And I wouldn't be surprised if, excuse me, I wouldn't be surprised if someone like Joe Foley wins it. Oh, it's Jamie Dawson. Wow, Jamie's never on the live streams.
Yeah, happy to be here, John. Thanks to SoFi Stadium. Thanks to Los Angeles and Inglewood.
I want to hear what Jamie says.
We couldn't be more excited about being here. Ever since
Norm Miller.
Talked about having
No question.
The World Finals here at SoFi Stadium. It was a dream. Really to come here, to check the place out, really make this thing happen. It's been a dream come true.
I mean, to bring Monster Jam's marquee event to the entertainment capital of the world, it feels like a match made in heaven.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Monster Jam's all about entertainment, all about making the fans happy. It's all about sport, and this is the mecca for that. So we couldn't be more happy. This place is absolutely beautiful. Our staff, the best staff in the world, has done an amazing job setting this place up. So we couldn't be more pumped.
Let's look forward for a moment. We announced yesterday at the press conference, World Finals next year, 2025. First time ever going to Salt Lake City, Utah. They call it the state of sports. So what kind of advantages do you think we're going to get out there in Utah?
Yeah, the Utah Sports Commission has been a great partner with us with Supercross and everything we do in Utah. So when we started talks with them in Rice Cycle Stadium about bringing World Finals there, they couldn't have been more excited. They've been the host for Supercross Finals for a number of years, so they're a big family friend of Feld Entertainment. So this was a match made in heaven. Honestly, it's going to be great.
I think it's going to be fantastic. I've been a part of, 5 different Monster Jam events in Salt Lake City, from the arena to Rice Cycle Stadium. It's a beautiful place to go. And I think 4th of July weekend is an awesome time to visit anywhere in this country.
Yeah, you got to expect, a fireworks display. We're going to do big things there. Salt Lake, the city just in general, loves Monster Jam. It's going to be a great host.
Let's talk about the beginning of the season for just a moment. It was Monster Jam. It was JCB, this landmark global partnership. It just seems like an unbelievable partnership for both parties, really.
Yeah, JCB is a family-owned company, just like Feld Entertainment. When they came to us, when we came to them, started talking about a partnership in an actual truck. It's just one of those things that just fell into place and is the right fit. So we're happy about that. Happy about Degatron. Tristan's the right driver for that truck. It's absolutely amazing.
You talk about brand new trucks. You have to talk about yesterday. We're bringing another truck from toy to real life. Sparkle Smash.
I don't know when the show's going to start. Hopefully soon. I wouldn't have started the stream if I thought that we were going to be doing this for this long.
Yeah, that was it. It was about the fan appreciation for the toy. They really attached to it, and honestly, we're we were trying to get a new truck for next year. We were thinking about it. We really wanted to develop a truck that was for everybody, right? Not just for boys, and it's for boys and girls of all ages. So Sparkle Smash is that truck.
Okay, Jamie. Trying to develop a truck for everybody, and you made Sparkle Smash.
Fantastic. I think it's one of the coolest trucks that we've ever seen in terms of the toy itself. And
Really?
I saw the toy and I was like, this has to be a truck. Is that been the reaction from everybody?
That's
It really
crazy.
has been.
That just came out of his mouth. That's
All
crazy.
the collectors, all the fans, that toy was so well collected, it had to come to life.
This is the 10-year anniversary of the Monster Jam.
As a sport, not just as an entertainment group, but as a sport, really. It's given us the chance for these trucks to go out and do what they do. Without those tires, without their innovation, and without working with us, we couldn't be doing the two-wheel skills that we're doing. Couldn't be doing those sidewall saves. It's really elevated the sport.
We're always trying to elevate. We're always trying to grow.
Dear God.
Around here at Monster Jam, we've come a long way, obviously, since the beginning. We've come a long way in the last 5 years.
I'm losing viewers here, guys. We gotta get some monster trucks rolling.
Where Monster Jam can go in 2025, 2030, 2030.
What exciting?
They picked Sparkle Smash because it was so popular.
That's kind of
It was such a popular
Some of
collectible.
the best ideas just kind of come out of nowhere. Some of them come from our fans. We have collective brainstorming groups that really come together and try to figure things out. It's a little bit of innovation from the felt side. It's a great innovation from the driver's side. We're always trying to meet up and try to get new ideas out of drivers as well. So we're always looking for that next sport. I think two-wheel skills has brought us to another level. It's what's that next step, right? And I think, truthfully, we're probably going to see it here at two-wheel skills, the championship. So should be great.
You know what? The last thing I want to ask you about has to do with racing, last chance qualifying. Look at this track behind us. It is so unique. It's got the S shape. It is side by side. What went into the thought process of a
Yeah, every year, it's one of the things that we get asked about the most. How do you come up with these tracks? How do you figure things out? We know the fans are passionate about the World Finals track. We know it. We always try to come up with something new. We don't want to just pump out the track that we put out for the rest of the season. We want to come up with something new. This has been in the works for a long time.
This track's going to be fascinating for freestyle.
Supercross style track. It's something that we've been talking about. A lot of the drivers have been talking about something like that. It's really taking a track like this and putting it in this type of stadium where it's,
I'm intrigued to see how they adjust it for freestyle too, because this track in freestyle is going to have a lot of room in it if they do it the right way, which I think they will. I think they're going to take some of those smoother ramps and move them into the other ones.
But of course, tomorrow, when champions will be crowned. Jamie, I know that you're going to be super busy. Thank you for giving me a couple moments. Ladies and gentlemen, Jamie acknowledging a lot of this would not be possible without the hard work of him and his team.
Turn your passion into a career at the University.
Oh well, we got to be getting close here, fellas. I hope we're getting close. So, how many of you here are watching this and will be attending the World Finals tomorrow? And then who is watching this from home and will not be at the World Finals at all? People are talking about El Toro Loco Yellow. I need to look at that. Oh, wow. That's Joe Foley's chassis. I can tell you that. That is 100% Joe Foley's chassis. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. You're in Australia, bro? That's crazy. I can tell you right now that is Joe Foley's chassis with that yellow Toro body. Like I'm that is Joe Foley's truck. I don't know if they're going to use that just as a display, but that is his truck, and that's back in the LCQ pits. So interesting. The great and humid American Midwest. Love that. It's quite the JCB ad here. I don't think I've seen that ad before.
Well, we want to welcome you back to the.
Oh my gosh, there's more drivers. Can we start driving?
Drivers, just some of them here. Please welcome Zach Carter, driver of Wildside, associated driver of Dragon.
I mean, I guess I should have expected him to do an hour trackside, so we're not getting trucks for at least 15 more minutes. My picks for tomorrow night: two-wheel Tyler Menninga, high jump Barry Musauer, racing Camden Murphy, freestyle Tyler Menninga.
What was going through your head when you got that call?
Honestly, I didn't even have the words for it. I just was like, oh, I guess it's finally going to happen. Dreams do come true, we got to come out here. I think we were third fastest yesterday in practice. Not going to let that go anywhere. Hopefully, we can see if we can keep it up today here for qualifying. But you know what? Going to come out here, have some fun, and see what we can do.
You know what? Let's keep the theme going of dreams coming true and hard work paying off with Dalton Wagner and Jurassic Attack. I mean, Dalton, everybody's seen the moment now. Matt Cody, of course, your series came down to the wire. You were there all year, really grinding it out, and it culminates with you being here in the big show, in the big time. And then yesterday, you come out and you lay down the 6th and 7th fastest pass in practice. So you've got to be feeling pretty good right now.
Man, I'm just riding the wave. That's all I'm doing. I'm just so stoked to be here. So excited. I'm so honored that I'm getting to represent Team Bravo here. I'm just trying to do my absolute best to represent us, my best ability, and just enjoy the ride. That 4-year-old kid that decided he wanted to be a Monster Jam truck driver one day. Man, he is over the moon right now. I'm standing here with guys like Ryan Anderson, Coach Associated, Zach, just getting to soak it all in, really.
I want to talk to you, Ryan. I mean, we talk a lot about JCB racing because that's what we're seeing behind us. All about
Last and only.
But let's talk a little bit
Interesting.
about JCB freestyle. I mean, you are one
We've got a lot of people that are just joining us. Want to let you know again, I'm not going to be showing any of the Monster Jam stream. The point is to sync this up with Monster Jam's live stream so you can hear my live reaction to it while it's going on. If you pause Monster Jam stream for 7 seconds, it will be perfectly lined up with mine. It was better in person than everyone says. That's very true. It still wasn't a great World Finals, though. And I worked it. It wasn't a great World Finals.
I'm going out here finding hope for some magic, man. No lie. Racing is crazy. This track is insane. I love it. It's very tough, but it wouldn't be a world championship. Easy, so I like it that way.
3 people left the second I said I'm not showing the stream or showing qualifying.
So 100%, that is the reason why I'm here, and I'm ready to go absolutely insane with that Monster Jam truck every time I hit the track for freestyle. So yeah, I'm stoked about
Yeah, I agree it was better in person. I mean, racing was awesome last year. Don't get me wrong. Last year's racing competition was amazing. And I think quite frankly, it was really, really because of the rain. It made it actually more exciting. So
I gotta feel like this track and the way racing is set up really plays to your advantage.
I appreciate it, man. It's humbling to hear. I'm certainly proud of bringing fun within Monster Jam, working my way up to the ranks. Learned a lot from this guy. We're roommates long ago, man.
well, you're the greatest World Finals. I'm
the biggest stage of World Finals, LA.
I'm always going to say 2017. People yell at me all the time for it. I was there in 2008. I was there in 2017. To me, 2017 was cooler. I was only 7 in 2008, so it's kind of hard to compare. But to me, 2017 has to be it.
All the jumps are how fast you go. It's just about being consistent, being smooth. And he said, I've worn a lot of hats within Monster Jam. I've had to drive 3 different chassis this year and back into one I originally started with this year. So I've had a lot riding on my shoulders, a lot to adjust to. But my background, yes, I do dial in the truck a little bit. hopefully that works to my advantage. It worked out pretty good yesterday. We were fourth fastest behind this young man right here, and I don't know. We're just gonna go that much harder today. Maybe next year. We'll see what happens.
Gentlemen, we want to thank you so much for spending some time with us and giving your insight. And of course, we wish you all nothing but the best of luck. Right now, again, Zach Gardner, driver of Wildside, Cody Stokes, Dragon. We've got Ryan Anderson, Son of a Digger, Dalton Weiner, and Jurassic Attack.
Let's do some monster trucking.
Problem-solving products to make your car care easier. We protect your vehicle.
Don't get me wrong, it's cool to hear from everybody, but you can't say the qualifying is going to start at 2 o'clock and it doesn't start till 3. Because you have people waiting for an hour, they set out time in their day. Like, you've got to advertise it differently. You got to say trackside starts at 2 o'clock, qualifying starts at 3. It's a big difference. It's a very big difference. But I get it. They're trying to get people to watch. That's, understandable. I'm running out of things to say in commercial breaks. What can I say? Go. Such a funny commercial. Every time I see that commercial, I laugh. Stadium drivers are fried in racing. I wouldn't say that, but Armando made a great point in press conference yesterday. This is going to be an arena driver track. I'd say if there's a year that Cody Saucier is going to win, it's this one. Cody Saucier has been trying for a long time to win that championship. I think it's going to be either him or Camden this year. Or Dalton Weiner. Dalton Weiner, I think, is going to be great. The only reason why I didn't predict Dalton to win is because of the mental game of it. That I feel like mentally he's going to be a little too nervous. But, who knows? It's going to start in 9 minutes. Well, we hope. We hope. Who's going to win last chance qualifier? My pick was David Olford. I'm not, I don't want to say not confident in it, but I'm not. There's a lot of things that can happen in LCQ. Look, it's Mike Christensen's wife. That's funny. I can't see who that is.
Right now, I'm joined by Mike Hare, and you've got Corey Ramos, crew chief of Megalodon.
2022 at the greatest world finals? That's bold, bro. That's bold. Bold. I disagree, by the way. Bold. I'm not saying you're wrong, but it was the greatest races ever. It was the greatest race ever. Freestyle could have been a little bit better, though. I missed a comment up here. You excited or more nervous how it's going to play out? I'm excited. There's no reason to be nervous. It's World Finals. It's going to be cool no matter what. We're going to crown 4 champions no matter what. That's all that matters to me. Mark Hall might win if David gets in his head too much. Well, there's one thing Mark Hall's got going in his favor is that man has nerves of steel. He's not going to get nervous out there. Imagine if past trucks make an appearance. I don't know what you mean by that, but they'll be cool.
I'm back here in the pits where so much of the biggest action is going to take place here.
Hey, look, it's Ram. They're Raminator. Why did I say Ram?
We're
call.
For last chance qualifier.
Yeah, there's Joe Foley's Yellow El Toro Loco. Haha. I was right. You heard it here first.
Where they've got plastic laid out, they've got the tools laid out, they've got it all next to the trailers. So if
someone hire me.
Out there on the track, they're going to go ahead and pull the trucks back here to the pitting area. They're going to work on it. Even yesterday, when it came to practice, we saw broken axle.
I love how the camera operator just casually zoomed out, caught that, and then someone probably went in his ear and said, "No, we don't want that truck to be out yet." Thank you, Who Man. I take my genius very seriously.
And we move throughout the qualifying bracket for tomorrow's racing competition.
Looks like Just Get Her Done's bringing back the old school body too. No Packer Fastener, whatever the heck the sponsorship is. Ah, yeah, Who Man read my mind, buddy. You said you typed that the second I said it live. That's hilarious. That's Jamie Garner in the Yellow El Toro Loco. No, I don't think it is. That the wheels inside those wheels most definitely were Joe Foley's. But you might be right. You might be right, Daniel. And if you're right, then I'm an idiot. So then I'll apologize. It might make more sense to have Jamie in the yellow one because that body is not going to fit on Joe Foley's chassis very well. But it looked like Joe Foley's chassis. I don't know. I mean, you might be right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying the wheels looked like Joe Foley's wheels. But I could be wrong. I mean, actually, I don't really care. We got the Yellow Toro Loco back. That's great. It's very exciting. Is Tom retired? Yes. People were saying Garner in the MJ live chat. Well, people in the MJ live chat have apparently been having a weird day. So who knows? I've got to sneeze. Maybe not. Also, I've got my Jurassic Attack shirt on today, repping Dalton Widener. Very cool shirt, by the way. I love this shirt. There you go. Now you get it better. Monster Jam live chats are always super weird. That is why I don't go in them. Because they make no sense. You know, it's a funny thing. I don't know how to put this. My core fans, I don't want to call you fans, but that's kind of what you are. Subscribers, my core subscribers that have been around for a while. You guys are not as crazy as some of those people that are in the regular Monster Jam chats. And I love y'all for that. NASCAR fan, not really, but it's not that I've just never gotten into it.
When you look at other drivers like Tyler Menninga and Gray Digger, who have the fastest pass time, his second
the finish line to a tabletop ramp. Interesting.
And the same thing goes with Ryan Anderson instead of Digger. He had the second fastest pass time in the whole.
Well, while the hosts are making their fastest qualifier predictions, I might as well. Fastest qualifier is super random. You get 2 races. Give me Cody.
Out there on the track, and not just one, but both lanes.
Cody's been fastest qualifier before. I think Cody does that again.
Go ahead and go back Gardner in a wild side. And the reason for that is he has really fast times in both lanes behind me. We've talked about it several times. This is an intricate track, but you've got a bridge.
Oh God, no! Get the Fortnite character out of there. What are we doing? Stop! No, go away! Go away! Good God. Well, they're picking independents because the independents are running quick. I take that back. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
Everything you said already, lock that in. He's been the fastest qualifier before, so I think all that is a good enough reason.
I'm going to go with Ryan Anderson and Son of the Digger again. The second.
The people in the MJ live chats are 8-year-olds or people with very weird opinions. I have no comment. Where's Scott Jordan? Scott Jordan doesn't do this. He's got TV to do, baby. Wonder if Bright Bomber was presented to promote the debut. No, that is not why Bright Bomber is there. I know why Bright Bomber is there. It is not because of Sparkle Smash. Oh God, please don't have that bozo back behind her. You're coming back to World Finals because of that woman. That's funny. You're crazy. We're getting close. Who is the Bright Bomber? Bright Bomber is a character in Fortnite. Mike Christensen. That's bold. Dude, if Mike Christensen wins, Mike Christensen winning this competition, honestly, would be like when Joe Sylvester won it in the first year. Like, that would be crazy. I can't be the only one that hopes Monster Jam doesn't partner with Fortnite. I will agree with you on that. I do not want them to partner with Fortnite. I'll put it that way. Wow. Just Get Her Done 2 is a bold pick. Brandon Toluchka is a sneaky pick for this competition.
And of course, ladies, thank you so much for your insight. We're going to kick things off here in just a moment.
Great.
Last chance qualifying is coming up.
Fantastic. They all picked different drivers. Yes, they did, which is very exciting. Getting ready to roll here, guys. Again, for those we lost all the new viewers. It's all just the same people. Never mind. I don't need to remind you of what to do because you all have been here. We had more viewers than we had been having, so I was gonna remind them to pause the video for 7 seconds to line it up with the Monster Jam stream. But oh no, mine froze. Oh no. Oh no. What? Oh dear. What's happening? Well, my stream is having minor problems. Come on. Oh, okay. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Ah, there it is. Good. Okay, good. Mine's unfrozen. Am I live though? Oh, I definitely went back too far. I hope I'm live. So if I'm not live, you might have to pause your thing a little bit more. Ooh. Oh no, they have their lower thirds on the wrong side. Oh no.
As I say, Hollywood dream will come true as Monster Jam has brought back the last chance qualifier. 12 superstars will race in a bracket style tournament, and that will determine the 24th spot in the main field of Monster Jam World Finals 23. Out of your Supercross career, you competed in many.
Man, they're in a really ugly spot in that stadium. That booth is terrible. You can't see anything up there. They're in the press box.
Of doing this a few times, being in that LCQ, and it is do or die for these drivers. Do you want to be in the main field, or do you want to sit in the stands and drive home? It's going to be very difficult, but only one driver goes. Can't wait to see who it is. Trying to let it get to be spectators and watch. All
right, this is a good time for me to pop into the Monster Jam chat and let them know to come watch my reactions live. So go in there, tell them once I type that, let them know. Oh man, I'm far behind. Hold on a minute.
It all just matters about confidence over these other drivers. If you get that first round by, the other drivers are going to know you are the faster man on the track. It's going to be very difficult for a driver that doesn't get a first round by to overcome that. But you never know, and you love the underdog. The World Finals track is always something spectacular. This year is no different with a side-by-side racetrack, the S-track design. So let's take a look at the World Finals track here at SoFi Stadium. So what we're looking at here is an S-style.
Go like up the plug. Go like the plug. Go like the plug. People are like, wait a minute. No one's gonna care at all. Everyone's gonna be like, bro, stop talking. Oh damn, I wasn't looking to see what El Toro Loco had the yellow body. I'll know when I look at the chassis. Well, considering there's only one El Toro Loco on the track. Yeah, there's definitely some trucks not on the track. Is that the black? I just saw a black El Toro Loco get on the track. I'm not tripping. I know it. Or no, is that Nitro El Toro Loco? That's Nitro El Toro Loco on Joe Foley's truck. That's crazy. Well, we can't hear you, Leslie. We'll see you right now when he drives past. Wait for it. That's Nitro El Toro Loco on Joe Foley's chassis. That's crazy. So Jamie Garner's running the yellow one. Can't hear you, Leslie. This is hype. I'm outside with my dog, so you can't see it. Well, you'll see it when it comes on. Well, my plug didn't work. We didn't get any more viewers. So, oh well. Y'all are the true ones. Y'all are the real ones. Hey, our first pairing in the qualifying. Ooh, nice lineups. So Jamie Garner is the yellow one. Daniel, you were right. I'm still tight that Chris Kohler's not in the main field. So we're about to get underway here, fellas. I don't know how I'm going to do this.
David Olford, another driver. He had 2 of the top 4 fastest qualifying times in practice. So too tough getting it done on this S-style track, man. I'm excited as we got a pair coming to the line right now. Ashley Sanford, Megalodon, and Joe Foley rocking that Nitro El Toro Loco. So we are getting started here for the LCQ qualifying. Remember the top.
Let's go, folks. First race. I don't know. Do I do this as a commentary or no? I don't know. I don't want to do it as a commentary. I don't know. You let me know. Do I do it as a commentary or do I just kind of react to it? I don't feel like doing a commentary, quite honestly, because of my voice right now. I'm trying to keep myself okay for Sunday when I do my real commentary. Joe Foley, El Toro Loco Nitro, Ashley Sanford. Here we go. First qualifying pass of the day. That camera's too tight. There we go. That's a better one. Yo, I want to see Joe Foley get a good number so bad. First pass of the day. Can't see where either of them are. There we go. It's going to be tight in this final turn. Joe Foley making up the ground. Joe Foley. Oh, my God. It's a final finish. What a race. I think Ashley got it. It does look way better on Joe's truck, not going to lie. It did not look good on Armando's chassis. Super glued to the action replay. That camera's not on the finish line either. Ooh, they took the roller out in that corner. Interesting. I didn't notice that. Oh, Joe Foley got a penalty. That sucks.
Earlier before we started qualifying, you saw the new body style for Kraken. And right now, Mike Christensen and Vendetta lined up as well.
Is anyone else's screen black? Nope. Okay.
Set to qualify in this LCQ. 2 great racers, and we saw Mike Christensen on another.
So Ashley crossed the line first anyway. Well, I'm glad that they've got Scott Jordan doing this commentary. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I think that was due to Mike Christensen having that bigger motor this year, but he had a lot of problems.
All right, we're sitting back, relaxing, and enjoying the show.
Is it going to help Mike Christensen here maybe a little bit off the gate into that first turn? But these tight turns are very difficult for these drivers. It's all about
Interesting. They've got John doing play-by-play, like host play-by-play in the stadium. That's very interesting. Both of these drivers are really struggling right now. Dear God. Yeah, Nick Pagliarulo got it done. That final jump is going to be interesting because a lot of drivers are going to send it and go a little close to that wall. A lot of people loving that blue lane so far. Blue lane's getting all the love. My big self is pulling down this blanket. Yeah, slow time so far. I mean, it's the first round of qualifying. That's, yep, there you go. I love that they're using the full bodies for qualifying. That's something that we don't normally see. I don't know if the main field is going to do that. I have to imagine they're probably only doing that because these drivers will be having their LCQ happening later. Ooh, Jester's way up on that berm. Chris Kohler went deep as heck, though. Oh, Chris Kohler's got this thing locked. Oh, he's in the other lane. Chris. Is that going to be a penalty? I don't know what the penalties are like on this track. We saw Joe Foley get a penalty, and I don't know what for.
Chris decided to turn tight. He hit that pod and pushed it wide over that kind of center median, slowed him down.
I would love Chris Kohler to win this because I feel like he, out of all the drivers in this field, Chris Kohler deserves to be in the main field the most. And I will die on that hill. I don't think many people disagree with me. Here's Too Tall. We got Too Tall, and then we got Jamie Garner. Jamie Garner with the yellow El Toro Loco. Very cool. Cat is headbutting your iPad. Feel that. Jamie Garner. That yellow looks clean. Ooh, that is tough, dude. That is so tough. Well, it answers my question I had that if one of the El Toro Locos makes it to the main field, are they going to run a different body? Yes. Scott Jordan's mic died. That's fine. Hey, I'll provide you with the commentary here, guys. Jamie Garner and El Toro Loco. Oh, he's back. Never mind. I was like, I got you guys. Damn, Jamie Garner's got a huge lead. Too Tall trying to cut it down at the end across the line. It's Too Tall. Your winner. Woo. Man, Too Tall made up that ground fast. Those are two good races right there. Two good passes. Yeah, that blue lane is not getting it done here today. The red lane's been faster. I think taking out that roller in that back corner made all the difference. That roller was the difference maker. It's a much more fair track today now that they got rid of that. Ugh. Look at that just get her done body. That thing is so tough. So tough. I love that. That is clean. Kind of looks like Barbarian a little bit. There's that Red Thunder Oris. Parzival, you got to get on that, buddy. We got to see ourselves a rendering of that. All right, here we go. Next race. That red is really glistening. Whoa. Oh, Tony Oaks screwed himself. Oh! Over goes Tony Oaks. That's not good. Might cut out again. Brandon Toluchka is going to have himself an easy victory here as he will cross the line. I'm taking advantage. Like, ooh, Scott Jordan's gone. My time to be play-by-play. That's funny. Tony rolled it. The red looks unfinished. I disagree. I think it's just that they changed the color of it. Yeah, Tony hit that way too hard. Oh, baby, that's tough. He's lucky this is not the second round of qualifying or the main competition because he would be screwed. I agree, man. I think Brandon is a lot faster than most people think. I think he could be a sneaky competitor in this competition. That truck looks just like Barbarian. Yeah, first run out in the new Thunder Roars, don't even make it to the first turn. Isn't that funny? First recovery of the day. I got to say, so far, this track is running very even, which is good. Too Tall with the fastest time right now. Jamie Garner in second. Nobody even close behind him. Again, it's the first round, but that time from Too Tall is faster than pretty much anyone was able to throw down in practice yesterday. That might be able to hold up. It might be able to hold up. We'll see at the end of the day if David Olford can get it done. But Jamie looking fast too. I mean, Jamie and Too Tall are two guys you got to keep an eye on. I think Jamie Garner, very underrated driver for this competition. I think a lot of people are kind of not paying enough attention to him. Barbarian hate interlude begins now. Why? I'm not hating Barbarian. I like Barbarian a lot. I just hate on its theme song. OGs know that. If you know that reference, comment it. Then you're a legend. The body did not last long at all. You're right. You got the reference? Okay, where's it from? If you got the reference, where was it? Because it's a very legendary reference. It's also it's been memed before, that reference. Here's Mark Hall, Raminator. Yeah, Scott Jordan's mic is cutting out badly. That sucks. And his opponent, Chad Tingler, overboard. World Finals 15 or 16. Yeah, there you go. Okay, you got it. You know the reference. The S kicker, legendary right there. He knows the reference. I think it was 2014. So World Finals 15 when I was trash talking Barbarian's theme song. Said how bad it was. I'm intrigued to see what Mark Hall does here. And Chad Tingler, too. These are two drivers I'd love to see make the main field. And staging light problems. Great. It is a weird theme. Yeah, it's very strange.
What he did do by pushing it and getting that last best time is that he found out how far he could push the truck and where the hard spots are on the track. And this is the last pair here in the first round of qualifying.
Wow, last pair in the first round of qualifying already? That's crazy. Come on, Mark Hall. Mark Hall's suspension's way looser. No, Mark Hall! Chad Tingler looking smooth. Look at Chad Tingler. Dude, Chad Tingler can win this thing. Chad Tingler can win this thing. Oh, no! Oh, Mark Hall! Chad Tingler got it. Chad Tingler might win. I don't think. Oh, okay. So if you impede the race lane, then you're given a penalty. Yeah, Mark hit that a little too hard, but it's okay. He's got one more race to figure that out before we get to the bracket. That's okay. He's got time. He's got time to figure it out. Yeah, Chad hit that gas a little too hard in that turn. Oh, they hit each other. I didn't even see that. Yeah, that's a little risky business there.
David Olford right back where he ended practice yesterday in the top spot here. It is the top 4 times that get the first round buys here in the LCQ. Right now, as it stands, that would be Velociraptor in that top spot. And we're looking here at the board at SoFi Stadium, this massive track here, the massive field. And there's bottom 5, your bottom 6, Overboard, Rabbit, Jester, El Toro Loco, Monster, my Thunder Roars with some work to do. Here's your top 6. Velociraptor, El Toro Loco, just get it out and crack it as it stands.
Slow times. Slow times.
We will switch lanes when we come back. It's round 2 of LC qualifying.
All right, they're taking a break. Man, that's going to be a really interesting development as we get. I mean, David Olford's time right now might not be topped at all. No one else in the 22nd range. I mean, it's going to be all too tall if he can stay strong. I'd say some of the surprises. I'm intrigued about the penalty ruling. I mean, it makes sense, but I feel like they should have made that a little bit more public. They didn't really talk about that at all. That's just kind of something you have to let the fans know about because people weren't really told. But it makes sense. I mean, you can't impede the race lane or else you're going to get in someone else's way. I've watched the channel for less than ahead, but I've watched so many of your videos. Probably meant less than a year. Well, if you've watched a lot of my videos, then that means you've gone back and watched. You've got to watch them all on the other channel, the backup channel, the Who's Ready for More Monster Jam. It's all living. It's all living elsewhere. You can see all those old videos. If you go to the link in my bio, it'll take you to my backup channel. It's got all old commentaries that are not on this channel. I'm probably going to start releasing some of those over the summer. Spoiler alert. How did Joe get a penalty? Because he got in the lane of the other driver.
As we are kicking off qualify, so one round in the LCQ. I do want to mention we are live right now on the Monster Game YouTube channel. We are live streaming this whole weekend. Tomorrow, Saturday, May 18th, pit party at 1 p.m. That's the first time we live stream tomorrow for the pit party.
They have to stand. They have to stand to do their commentating. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so that is all in Eastern time. Very interesting.
I hope you're going to be there to listen to some of my incredibly flat jokes as I try to entertain the drivers after low season.
Scott, you are absolutely fantastic over there. We love it. But this track, I want to talk a little bit about the track here at the finish line. It is so interesting how you kind of start together, right? And then you leave each other for a second. You get separated. You can see that separation. And then right at the finish line, we've already seen how intense it gets right at that checkered flag.
So I agree, it is definitely very intense at the finish line, but the problem I have with this track is it's not fast enough. It's not exciting enough. They come across that finish line, you have 2 seconds of intensity. Like, oh, is he going to make it up? Oh, no, okay. Like, it's not like in the past years where you see him side by side the whole time. This reminds me a lot of the 2022 track, the over-under track, which I liked, but there's something so special about seeing them together the whole time that you don't get on a track like this. All right, trucks are coming back out for round 2 of qualifying.
And something else I'm looking at about David Olford is that he did a 20.276 in that last pass. He was under that 20-second mark in time qualifying. So that means he's the fastest guy out there, and David Olford has a little bit more.
We got 2 trucks on the track right now.
All right, let's roll round 2. Bada bing, bada boom. Again, if you're just joining us, if you pause the Monster Jam live stream for about 7 seconds, you will be perfectly lined up with me. That'll get you timed up right so you can hear my reaction live to what is going on in all the action. I'm so upset that Joe Foley's not in the main field because he deserves it so bad, and I don't think he's going to win this at all. Racing is not his forte. All right, here we go. Let's go green. Round 2 of qualifying for the LCQ. Let's see what they learned in round 1. Oh, Joe Foley, big problem. Okay. Oh, my God. Joe Foley's a mile behind. Yeah, Ashley's got that locked in. Ashley looks fast. Oh, gosh. Well, thank heavens there's dumpsters there, but that's not good. That's what's going to happen on this track. This track is tough. It's tight. It's a very tight track. Yeah, she was not straight at all. Thank heavens for those dumpsters. That could have been very bad with that wall. Well, that's going to delay us a little bit here because they're going to have to move that dumpster back. So they gave her a penalty for that. That's interesting. So she got a 20.5 without the penalty. So much faster pass for Ashley Sanford there. Tom Mentz is a nut job. Yes, he is. Mike Christensen, Vendetta, taking on Nick Pagliarulo, Kraken. I love that Kraken. That is really clean. The only thing I wish they changed a little bit was I wish they changed up the rest of the body and not just the squid. Like, change up the Escalade part a little bit. Make it chrome or something. I don't know. I mean, I like the look. I'm not saying it's bad, but I feel like it would just be cooler to have it, change that once in a while too. Yeah, he did blow a lot of motors this year, which is too bad. Next show is Nashville this year. That'll be cool. Nashville's a fun time. Building holds a special place in my heart from the World Finals last year. Orange Kraken, not going to lie. That'd be pretty tough. There we go. We're off. Ooh, Mike Christensen locking up the brakes in the air. That's a smart move. The blue lane is not being superior today. I heard a lot of people say yesterday that the blue lane was superior. But, I mean, in this race it's going to be, but it was not the case yesterday. So Mike Christensen gets it done. That was a fast pass from Mike Christensen. That might be your fastest time of the night. Yeah, look at this. Mike Christensen, oh, you can't see it. Kraken almost lost it there, too. Mike is going a lot faster than expected. Yep, there it is. Fastest time of the night to Mike Christensen. 19.952. Heck yeah. Look at that. Something's wrong with the leaderboard. I don't know how that happened, but that's not right. That's not good. Autocorrect is a pain, I'll tell you. All right, next race, or next qualifying pass, I should say. Mike Pagliarulo, Chris Kohler. I would love for any of these drivers to make it into the main field, by the way. Back in the past, in past LCQs or in past showdowns, there were drivers that I would say I didn't want them to be in the main field. I want all these drivers to be in the main field. I'll be happy with every single one of them. I'm going to try and do commentary style for the actual LCQ bracket. So stick around for that. Hey, Chris Kohler won. Good job.
You can see Chris Kohler come off the step up. Look at how early he started that rear steer. Very crucial. He let go of it a little bit late. But like I said before, these drivers are not.
Make sure y'all, if you guys are watching this and you want to see commentary for the LCQ, make sure if you leave at any point, make sure you come back for the LCQ. I'm going to do commentary over that. You're going to have them lined up right, but I'm going to do that commentary fashion. Qualifying's a little different because it's just qualifying. But when we get to LCQ, that's when I'm going to do actual commentary over it. So Tutol with the chance to get a quicker time here and be the fastest qualifier. And Jamie Garner, same thing. Is that where you do your commentaries? Because your voice is really clear. No, this is not. I do have a mic, by the way. That's my microphone. Well, that's the cover for my microphone. This is not where I do my commentaries, though. I do my commentaries upstairs in my office, but this is where the big TV is in my house. So, damn, Too Tall is flying right now. Dude, Too Tall is locked in. Too Tall is locked in today. Locked in. Love that. Good for Too Tall. I guarantee you that's the fastest time of the night. Guarantee you. Like, I'm not even like that's your new fastest time of the night. I have no question. That was the fastest anyone's taken this track. I would probably put that's probably around a 19.7, maybe 19.6. That was really quick. 19.1. It's wraps. Y'all better be ready. It's wraps. This is my microphone, though, that I use for the commentaries. I'm a little farther away, so that's why it doesn't sound the same. I'm going to move up a little bit later when we do the LCQ. So good to see Tony Oaks makes it back out for this round. This is his first pass, so. Oh, Toluchka slows down a little bit. Tony Oaks got a chance, but he's not going fast enough. Oh, but he still got it done. Whoa, my. That was not a clean race for either of them. Neither of those are going to be top four. So Too Tall is going to be your fastest qualifier. No one's topping that. Just putting that out there. Nobody's topping that. Yeah, Tony was just too slow. I mean, he could have been way quicker than that. 20.480 is pretty good for Tony Oaks, though.
That means Velociraptor and Monster Mutt will get first round buys. Vendetta and El Toro Loco wait for these times to come in.
You just say Velociraptor and Monster Mutt? Monster Mutt's only had one pass. He got a penalty. Wow, both drivers very close. Oh, Mark Hall's not going quick enough. Come on, Mark Hall. Mark Hall. Where's Mark Hall at? Come on, Mark Hall. Mark Hall. Oh. Hey, good for Chad Tingler, though. Good pass. That was a good run from Chad Tingler, for sure. Chad Tingler, I don't care that he hasn't been in the World Finals in 10 years. Dude's the most decorated and has had the best career out of all the drivers in this LCQ, obviously. Oh, God, yeah, Mark Hall broke bad. Oh, no. I think he broke it right off the knuckle. Mark Hall might have just done good in practice. Yeah, who knows? So Chris Kohler, where did I miss Chris Kohler getting a 19.7? When did that happen? Why do I not remember that? Did they take a penalty off that I don't know about?
So there's your 4 first round buys. So those 4 trucks, Velociraptor, Monster Mutt, Vendetta.
I must have missed that.
As we will now be revealing this bracket here.
Oh, so they're done. Okay, cool. So those are your buys. Well, I completely botched that. So Chris Kohler, where did I miss that run for Chris Kohler, by the way? Like, how did I miss that? Jamie Gardner getting a first round bye. That's very big for them, big for him. We're going to see the bracket here in a moment. That's a big problem for Mark Hall. That is not an easy fix at all. Actually, it looks like the wheel just unscrewed itself and came off. That might not be a hard fix at all. It looks like it honestly just looks like the wheel is like the screws. It looks like all you got to do is just pop the wheel back on. It genuinely looks like all they have to do is just screw the wheel back in. But they have to check and make sure there's nothing else broken. I don't even know who Kohler was up against.
This track is going to get nothing but faster and faster and faster all night long. I do see a few dry spots on this track, though. I'm worried before the finish in that red lane is very, very.
All right, I'm going to take this chance. I'm going to go to the bathroom really quick, so I'll be right back. If anyone is wondering where I am, let them know. I'm in the bathroom. They're going over the bracket. Overboard, just get her done. Damn, Too Tall's got her. Too Tall's on a good side of the bracket. Dude, Joe Foley's so cooked. I love Joe Foley, but I don't think he's going to be able to get this done. That bottom half of the bracket is wild, dude. The top half, okay, I lied. The top half of the bracket's way harder than the bottom half. Holy cow, that bottom half of the bracket's crazy how different it is. The bottom half of the bracket's way worse. Kohler was up against Matt and Jester. How did I miss that race? Why do I not remember that race happening? All right. Too Tall is cooking. He is, in fact, cooking. W. Too Tall. Love that for us. So they are running full bodies for qualifying. Someone said, did Avenger get put out there yet? Stand by. There might have been a posting of Avenger somewhere. Nope, there hasn't. I just was told it's cool.
We are back in SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. As Wolfhouse 23 qualified. We just had the LCQ qualifier, and now we will switch over to the main field. So it's the same setup here. Drivers have been split into pairs. They will get one pass in each race lane. The fastest overall time.
It's part of your school day to watch this, buddy.
Yesterday, as it pertains to the main field, Adam, 13-9 in the blue lane head-to-head. as far as the red lane goes. So blue lane a little faster.
Blue lane a little faster, but not much more than it was yesterday. Not much more.
One driver qualified in the top 8 in both lanes. His name is Dalton Winder. So you have a guy that has amassed a huge following out there in the internet community, who's also a Team Toronto monster. And you look at David Elford qualifying first in the LCQ. Mike Christensen getting a first round bye. If Dalton Winder can maintain that success that he had in practice, we can see Team Toronto monster showdown here, man.
I could not believe how good Dalton Winder was in practice. He was so impressive.
Dalton Winder was locked in.
When he was on the big stage,
Dalton Winder going to stay locked in.
He wanted to be that guy.
On the topic of Avenger, what's your favorite and least favorite Avenger? Let's pop this up on the screen so that the S kicker gets qualified or gets. My favorite's the Black Avenger, the black and white one. Love that Avenger body. Least favorite, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even remember what the 2021 Avenger was. Or 22, sorry. I'm not gonna lie though. Last year's Avenger, kind of mid. Not gonna lie to you. Kind of mid.
So we'll see how that pertains here. Jamie Sullivan is there as well, another new World Finals competitor. What do you expect from Jamie after watching her practice yesterday?
I genuinely don't remember what the World Finals 21. Yeah, 21 body was at all. Can't remember. But I didn't like last year's. I'm not going to lie. I think it was a little too simple. I'm getting hungry. I'm going to need to have something to eat here soon. Might have to wait till after the first round of qualifying because if they get started soon. I don't know what to eat though. What do I eat? Chat, what do I eat? like a Twitch stream. Avenger 25th silver scheme. Why do I not remember that? Why do I not remember that at all? I don't remember it. Food, yeah, valid. I've got nothing that's like easy to eat. Y'all are gonna get to see me eating on stream as it's happening. I'm gonna need to eat food. I'm gonna take a look at what I have real quick. Be right back. Got bad food options, chat. Not gonna lie. Bad food options. I'm gonna keep looking. I know what to have. I'm starving. What do I eat? I ate my leftover pizza yesterday. That was a bad idea. I should have done that today. Want to make a sandwich? I don't feel like making a sandwich. Then I'm all on camera for too long. We're going to lose viewers. I'm not an Uber Eats guy either, so I'm not just gonna go to Thailand. Valid. That's why I've been muting myself every time I blow my nose. I blow my nose very loudly. Eat your arm. No, that I'm not gonna do. What do I have to eat? I can make a sandwich, but it's gonna take too long. Dog? I don't have a dog, thank heavens. We're having a great time. We're about 2 hours into this live stream, by the way. Some of y'all have been here since the very beginning. Y'all are the real ones.
Great Clips 2 Wheel Skills Challenge and Lucas Oil hijacking it at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we will get to the night competitions, racing and freestyle. And that's that begins at 7:30 p.m.
Ooh.
So it is a full day.
Needed to do that.
Full night, and it's Sunday.
Avengers theme is graffiti.
Begins at 9 p.m.
That's what I've heard.
In Southern California, man, I brought my tuxedo, Adam, the velvet tuxedo.
We'll see. It's running during qualifying. So we're going to see. What do I have to eat? Most obscure AMJ reference? What does that mean? To prove I'm a real one. What does that mean? I mean, I know you're a real one, bro. I don't need you to prove it. You're an OG.
Yeah, it's definitely cool that we're going back to SLC for World Finals. I love the city. I love the weather. I love the state.
Wasn't Monster Jam supposed to go to Salt Lake City?
We're going to take a quick break here. When we come back, round one of the main field.
Okay, we got time to get food ready. This is our chance. This is my only chance, guys. What do I eat?
So today we're trying out the new Showdown video game. I'm super excited.
I don't know what to eat, bro.
I'm playing against Henry, and I'm not sure what his skill level is on video games, and mine is super high. So I hope he has what it takes.
Oh, AMJ. Sorry. I do it AMAZMSJ. That's how I break it down. Is that Raisin Cane? I swear to God, I just saw Raisin Cane. That's Raisin Cane. That's crazy. They put Raisin Cane in the video game. This kind of looks like Urban Assault, the way the body's breaking.
That's where the experience pays off. And I have my own truck right here. Right there. Monster Jam freestyle.
All right, I got to figure out something to eat. So the website says 7:30 PT, but the stream says 7:30 Eastern time. That's what I'm confused about. I don't know, bro. I feel like they're going to do it Eastern time. Everything says Eastern time. I'd go based off what the stream says. If I know the website's probably wrong, and the streams are correct. AZMSJ, me not knowing that is already proof. I wouldn't say that because I've never actually used those initials before. Damn it, they're back and I haven't gotten food. What do I eat? This is a problem. I mean, I do have a free Uber Eats voucher. I'm not doing that. Could you imagine?
Let's get back to the weather here. So a little more overcast than what I would expect from Southern California and Los Angeles. You live here. Talk a little bit about what it's going to do this track.
You know, something I did want to talk about is the weather isn't as much of a factor here in California because we do have the roof on the stadium and it is good weather. But
oh, really?
That was very interesting that I heard during the press conference.
Monster Truck, and you were the best monster truck. Thank you, brother. That means a lot to me. I mean, there's a lot of great people out there. I pride myself on doing something different. You know, I mean, there's a lot of people who do a lot. Oh, look, they're interviewing Joe Dennis. There's a lot of people who do a lot of different things. Oh, well, the trucks are on the track, right? A lot of people who do a lot of different things in the Monster Jam community. I try and do stuff that's different from what everyone else does because to me, it's fun. I enjoy it. Well, I didn't get food, so. Getting ready to cook with round one of qualifying for the main field. We're about to see 48 race passes. Oh, in the 2 rounds. We built the website and we have to start reading the news ourselves. What does that mean? We have a couple kinds of chips. Yeah, see, I'm one who I eat a little bit better. I don't like to just snack on food. If I'm going to have food, I want to have like a meal. So I'm not a big snacker. I'm very big with my my health. So I say that, and I'm probably just going to whip out the biggest sandwich you've ever seen in your entire life. You're like, you were talking about health. Well, man, if your iPad lost connection, I can provide you with a little commentary here, brother. I really just want to save my voice for LCQ, though. I'm not going to lie. I say that even though I've been talking nonstop. But my voice doing commentary and my voice talking, very different. Who's getting the free pass? We'll see. That's later. I'm not finding that out yet. All right, Jamie Sullivan, Cody Saucier. We're off. Qualifying, round 1. Wow, Jamie flew over that. I think Cody's going to be really good for qualifying. Dude, Cody is cooking. Oh my God, Cody's flying. Wow. There is not much room to stop on this track. That is not good. They really didn't give much room. I don't even eat that much. Like sometimes a meal a day is enough. Damn, that's crazy. I'm a 2 to 3 meal a day guy. Yeah, Jamie did not get that. Well, thankfully she gets another pass, but she did not get that down good the first time. Cody's flying though. I guarantee you that's a 19-second pass. 19.123. That's already the second fastest time of the entire day. Yeah, you're going to want to live in that 18-second time for the main field qualifying. 7 meals a day. Buddy's queso. I've got queso in my chat. 3 meals and a morning and afternoon snack for me. Somehow I'm thin as a rail. I mean, hey, some people are blessed with metabolism. I don't have great metabolism. I've got pretty good metabolism, but not that great. Here's Armando and Ryan. I think Armando's going to be really good, but Ryan's a really tough match. They're close. I think. Oh, Armando kicked the berm. That's going to cost him. I'm still trying to figure out how to know who's in the lead when they come around that last straight before they go into the final turn.
That first section very well. You can see Ryan Anderson pushing a little wide, and then look at how Ryan kind of sideways because he's sliding off that lip, but makes it great last corner, coming away with the win. So Ryan Anderson, 18.794. That jumps him up to the top of the qualifying leaderboard. Armando Castro, 19.610. He takes the 3rd spot. Tristan England, JCB Digatron, our reigning World Finals racing champion. He is in the red lane, in the blue lane, blonde to the bone. Kristen Anderson rocking that pink.
Oh, Tristan and Kristen. That's funny. Ooh, look at that pink digger. Oh, that is so clean. Why is the bump back at the last turn? It's there in the last turn. It's just not in the first one. They got rid of the first one. Is that safety, John? Right there? I think it is. They just say Tristan's in a new chassis? That's not true. All right, so right now it looks like Kristen's ahead, but Tristan has... Oh! That's huge. Kristen went really slow, though. That is huge.
Yeah, she got shut off, unfortunately. They thought that maybe Digatron would roll it into that lane, but you can see here on the replay, the dirt is very tacky, and the bottom of that berm is creating a big rip. And you can see the
Yeah, Tristan really overcooked that.
Grabs that ledge on the bottom of that berm, hikes him up, and puts him on his lid. So Kristen Anderson, 21.435. So she did get slowed down there at the finish line. Do you think she gets another opportunity to run that blue lane, or are they just going to call it? She is in 4th right now, so not a bad time for her. Digatron, of course, the DNF. That's not what you want to see from your defending racing World Finals champion. Tristan.
Poor job from Tristan. That sucks.
In Earthshaker. Now Monster Jam has his brand new partnership with JCB, they wanted a winner. They got
Hey, the JCB pulling over the JCB Digatron. It's a good ad.
Her confidence in Tristan England is outstanding, but that's not the start you want at World Finals. No, that is not the start you want at all. And unfortunately for Tristan, he does have that added extra pressure because he's the reigning World Finals champion. And that's something you put on yourself. And when you try to be better than you were last year, or even the same, you tend to push the limits. And that is where you start to make these mistakes.
Yeah, it's just not the same as a regular World Finals. It's just not, or as a Vegas World Finals. It's just not. Like, don't get me wrong. This is very cool, but I just miss the original World. I miss Vegas World Finals.
Guys, it is frantic down here. I just saw a bunch of the drivers come up from the LCQ. They're pretty pumped up here. Chris Kohler had a big smile on his face. You know, you were talking about Tristan England and him coming in here with a different perspective. You know, he did 2 race passes yesterday, and then he was done. When I talked to Howie Dalton, his crew chief, he said, you know what? This truck feels so good. I don't want to bring it out here and push it to the limits and break it. So I wonder if maybe he wasn't a little complacent yesterday. I mean, I know he's a top-notch competitor, and he would really hate on me for saying that about him. But maybe just a little bit too relaxed, and he should have come in with a little bit more intensity.
That's a good point. You got to be going hard. You have to go hard enough in practice that you're feeling comfortable for the main event.
Yeah, he qualified 12 fastest yesterday in practice, so that was out of that red lane. But an interesting choice. I talked to Adam Minting.
Hey, there's Megalodon Fire. I love that truck. I miss that truck. That was a beauty.
Well, and Adam yesterday had a bevy of issues wrong with his truck. His rear steer was wired backwards yesterday, so he didn't have any of that out on the track. Then he had a terminal come off more than his batteries. Thank goodness he said that was his electrical issue, because you know how it is with electrical issues. You have to chase them down throughout the entire truck. So he took 4 passes yesterday, and Adam is usually a 2-and-out guy as well, but he just didn't have that confidence in his truck, and he's got a new crew chief as well. So he wanted to come out here and make sure it was solid. Also, Adam is running World Finals for the first time with a spool, and he said it really hurts you in that berm because it will help push you out a little bit. So he's got that going against him as well.
All right, thank you. Let's figure that out.
All right.
On the track right now, in the red lane.
God, look at that Megalodon. Oh, that's so hot.
I love seeing that Megalodon Fire body for the first time since 2019. We ran that World Finals
So hot.
as well. So here we go, right there. Now trying to get something going in the red lane.
Oh, Adam! Adam almost lost it too. Got to get a time though. Good job from Corey.
On that very first turn after the step-up landing, he actually got the truck loose. You can see him kind of hit the gas and get the body turn. But here we're looking at Adam Anderson do the exact same thing. That last turn in that red lane is absolutely lethal right now. These drivers have to be very careful. That is a
Black Pearl new body.
They're turning tight. They have to get.
How are y'all seeing that? Am I behind? Am I behind?
That puts Megalodon in 3rd position right now. Adam Anderson 25.289.
Dude, that's tough. Am I behind? I got to be behind. Dude, that's clean.
In Jurassic Attack, I liked him up here with those practice times he had yesterday. First World Finals appearance for Dalton. We'll see how that pertains here, what that does for him in qualifying. But it has been an incredible night. So
That Black Pearl is sick.
We'll see if Dalton can continue that.
No, I'm not behind. How did y'all see that before me? That is super clean. That looks like Air Force Afterburner. All right, Dalton. Come on, Dalton. Cook. Cook, Dalton. Cook. It's going to be close. Oh, Cole's in the other lane. That blue lane, that red lane's having problems. Oh, okay. That's why. I was like, I'm not behind. How did you guys see that? I mean, I heard there was a new Black Pearl body. I didn't know what it looked like.
You're watching JCB Racing qualifying. This is round 1. Times coming in for Jurassic Attack, 19.88.
So they're running the spiked Max D. That's interesting. There's your top times. We have not been paying attention to times at all. Ryan with the fastest time, not aware of that. They haven't shown the times at all. There's a lot of time left. A lot of time left. I'm intrigued that they're running the spiked body. I thought for sure they were going to run the Max D body. That is not Camden Murphy. That's Colt Stevens. That's also not Lindsey Reed. Okay. Well, Colt Stevens and Blake Granger. Here we go.
I think it is very good. Not to mention he has a chip on his shoulder. He has a point to prove that international drivers are just as good as domestic.
Blake looks smooth. Look at that. Look at Blake. Blake's going fast. Oh, what a pass from both of those guys. That was a great race. That was a hell of a pass from both drivers. Blake was quick. That's a good race from both of them. Both drivers with 19s. So no top time for Blake, but that was a really good pass. He was flooring it. Better watch out for Blake Granger, man. Second fastest time. There's the Avenger body. Let's get a good close-up of that. That is sick! That is a cool body for Avenger. I love that. That is sick. That is really pretty. All right. That is a beauty. I'd hate to see him flip it over. Is that a VP thing on the front? Oh, Caleb Blood's going to get a penalty for that. Yeah, that is a VP thing. Yeah, both drivers are struggling. Woo!
Yeah, Tim was really worried about the step up, which is unusual for him because that's his favorite jump on any track here. He said he was really worried about overshooting it and not really taking it and popping it up and then greasing it on the backside the way that you needed to.
Worse than last year's? I disagree. I like it better than last year's. Hey, they gave a shout out to Wildwood and Virginia Beach. Love that. I love that the Gravediggers that they put the bodies they put the Gravedigger drivers in last year's now just those are going to be their bodies forever. Like that's really cool.
I said, where do you think you're going to finish in freestyle? He said first. I said, where do you think you're going to finish in skills? He said first. I said, where are you going to finish in high jump? He said second. I said, really? We're going to do that? You're not just going to go forward across the board? And he said, maybe I'll finish it first. We'll see. All right, here we go now. Next pair to the line. It is Tyler Meniga and Gravedigger. He is up against Brianna Mahan and Scooby-Doo. So we have Gravedigger in the blue, the purple Gravedigger, and then Scooby-Doo.
That purple is so cool.
In World Finals, she did not compete because she had a baby, became a mom, and Whiplash now gone for a little while. Now Scooby-Doo, where she made a name for herself back in.
Oh, Brianna really screwed that up. Tyler's cooking. Tyler's flying. Look at Tyler. Oh my God. That I bet was the fastest time of the day.
All starts with the first corner out of that blue lane, that first tight corner. Tyler Meniga absolutely nailed it, kept the speed up, had the confidence. You could see Brianna Mahan does a decent job of getting around that inside line, good, but unfortunately, probably not going to come up with the time that she wanted.
Yeah, that looked like the fastest time. It actually is the fastest time, 18.51.
Fastest time of the day. Locked in.
jumps up to the top. He had the fastest practice time yesterday of an 18.148, and now he's in the top of the qualifying.
I'm locked in. Lindsey Reed, Camden Murphy. Camden Murphy was my pick to win racing, so excited to see what he could do.
Knows where she can get faster, even though those weren't the times she wanted yesterday. So she's hoping to creep and crawl her way to the top today.
Okay, so and Lizzie's not known as a racer, but maybe some people forget back in 2019 she won the showdown, which is the LCQ. She made it through and then won her first round race in the main field before she couldn't compete because of mechanicals. So she has done it before, and she can do it again. Camden Murphy qualified first last year, made it all the way to the race. Tristan England. Is this Camden Murphy's year to finally win the big one? It could be. He looked very good at open practice yesterday. But
Camden looks fast. Look at Camden run. Oh, my God. Camden is dialed in on this track. I think that was definitely a top 5 pass.
As we await the times, you can check out the original Super League Glued to the Action replay from SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Camden Murphy coming into this last turn. Look at how he gets that left rear tire turned early. Gets that rear steer, gets it up on the berm. That was a smooth pass by Camden Murphy. Consistent. 18.625 for Camden Murphy. 21.25.
Wow. So that is second place for Camden.
Murphy at second, right behind Tyler Menega. So right now your top 3, Tyler Menega, Camden Murphy, and Ryan Anderson. Our next pair, Bryce Kenny, Great Clips Mohawk Warrior in the red lane. And he goes up with Barney Sour and Zombie in the blue lane. Redemption, Retribution, whatever you want to call it, has to be on the line of Bryce Kenny. We talked about this all season long. We've seen a different Bryce. He seems to be having more fun, but man, who can forget his performance at World Finals last year?
Yeah, it's very true. I forgot that Bryce had an awful World Finals last year.
It's just so unfortunate when you have that many mechanics who can't make it to the line.
That's right, because Bryce was fast as hell last year in qualifying, and then broke in racing, and then broke in freestyle. Man, Barry looks good.
He can get that truck under control. Not a little bumpy, but he did keep control, kept it in the race lane. And a great pass there for Barney Sour in Zombie. Bryce Kenny gets across as well. Here's the replay. I thought Barney was going to stay a little bit tighter in this last corner, but he really hammered on the throttle. These drivers are going for that qualifying time. Remember, these races don't matter. It's all about the time. And we await the times here as you check out the top 8 so far. Great Digger, Rocky Dog Dragon, Son of Digger, Max T Dragon, Thunder Roarus, Megalodon, and El Toro Loco. Zombie checks in at 19.479. That is going to put Barney.
Well, we got a bye run here against Todd. That's not ideal.
He did finish there last year as well, but that's only we're down to one truck.
Oh, no, it's the last truck. It's Todd. Duh.
Because there's 23 superstars here as we await the winner later on. Todd drew basically a bye run here for himself. When he still qualified, he will get one from each pass. How different is that going to be for Todd, not having a driver to push him to the finish line? So there's advantages and disadvantages to this. For Todd Duke, I think it's an advantage because he has nobody, no pressure. He has silence. He can focus a little bit more. He comes off the ski slope, goes a little bit out to the right, gives a nice angle there for the front turn. Nailed it. And here comes Megalodon now across that far side.
Todd looks good, too. This is a track I think is going to favor Todd. Good run from Todd.
Started turning right when he hit the corner. Ends up tight. I thought he was going to clip the pod. He avoids it and gets across. Let's see if we can check out that.
So we haven't seen Weston run yet. Where is Weston?
We don't have a lot of momentum, but here he is, Todd the Duke. Look at that front wheel. That right front wheel gets right over the last roller. Todd the Duke with some speed. And Todd the Duke showing it off 18.925. That is going to put him in fourth. So through round one, in the top 8, Tyler Menega, Camden Murphy, Ryan Anderson, Todd the Duke, Blake Granger, Tony Saucier, Barney Musauer, Cole Stevens. Anybody surprised on that list? No, kind of exactly what I.
Blake Granger's a big surprise in that top 8. Tyler, Camden, Ryan, really solid. I'm surprised Dalton didn't get a faster time, but we'll see.
How about
to check in with the first round buy in racing.
Yeah, that is very cool, but remember that 8th spot could still be up for grabs after that LCQ race. Well, and let's see who gets that time.
Well, we're only halfway done here, Adam. We still have one more round of Enfield Racing qualifying, and then guess what happens? It's an LCQ, baby. That's all coming up next. We'll be right back with more qualifying.
All right, so they did that. I'm going to go make me a sandwich. I just spelled Dr. Pepper on my phone. That sucks. I'm going to make a sandwich. Sometimes sandwich is just quick and easy.
70% hands-on, no honesty tuition, and accredited degrees and trades that are in high demand all across the country.
10 out of 10. If you even think this is the right place for you, you better just go.
Learn more about your future at unoh.edu.
I'm not a fast sandwich maker. This is kind of a problem. I take a long time to make sandwiches.
Switch stunts and drop in your favorite Monster Jam trucks. Track and front flip. Now throw a local corkscrew. Under roller stop from Monster Jam. On the trucks and totally level 7 required every stunt.
We are back here at SoFi Stadium, so we still do have a pair.
No, we're back already. I'm not ready for this.
The pair order, so Weston Anderson, Zach.
All right, we're changing the gameplay. We're not gonna have a sandwich.
Here as we continue to qualify.
We're gonna do something else.
Superstars here as we get ready for round 2. I'm expecting a lot from Zach Garner because in practice he was so consistent. It wasn't like he had one good time.
You running already?
Good times in a row that were on the board.
Oh my God, guys! New wild side body. Yeah, it looks a little different. I was gonna say we definitely missed these two run. Oh! That was a crazy race. Let's troll him by saying things that aren't true. You know, I can read the comments, right? Wow, he really got me, though, because I really looked at that wild side body and said, yeah, you're right. That does look a little different. No, it doesn't. That's the same body it's been all year. That's crazy. Damn, they're lucky they didn't hit each other. That was close.
This is going to be fantastic racing at World Finals. So Zach Garner, 19.431. That's going to take Cole Stevens out of the top 8 after round 1. Wildside checks in at 7. And right now, we're going to check back in with Leslie Mears downstairs. Leslie, what's
all right.
He was just tickled pink about
Go enjoy Chris Cole's interview. I've changed my mind. I'm not going to have a sandwich. It's going to take too long.
What more confidence do you have now knowing your truck is 100%?
Yeah, 100% from the way I put it. Yesterday was practice, and we had no problem. I thought the front steer was screwed up, which it was. We rebuilt that. Come back down for open practice, and the rear steer time too. So front or rear, didn't want to work with me, so practice was a wash. But I know I'm fast. I know I have this, so I just got to be consistent. You know, it's not really about who the fastest is today. It's going to be about who survives. There's so many trucks. There's so many variables that can change. You know, it's going to be about who can hold on the longest and survive.
Well, Chris, I'm excited to see if you can make it happen.
Chris is another one of those drivers in the LCQ that does have a World Finals main field appearance. Trying to get back there. He has gone back and forth on our broadcast, and he knows he's fast. He just hasn't been able to really put it together. He has a lot of success on track in Arlington. That are either related, so he showed that so far here today. But can he continue that success and get into the finals of the LCQ and eventually work his way back into the main field where he thinks he belongs? And a lot of people
he does belong. I was very surprised to see him in the LCQ.
I'm cooking. I'm cooking. Y'all better be ready, 'cause I'm cooking.
You can see that breath of fresh air in his face.
I don't even know if you guys can hear me. I'm sure you can. I'm pretty loud. But I'm cooking.
Okay, we got the truck fixed. We know I'm fast enough. If the truck works, I can get it done.
Yeah, he's got a lot of work to do yet. We're not done yet. We still have the second round of Mainfield qualifying.
Is it doing something?
Carter and Weston Anderson get to the line
Yeah.
after the break. So that one's you have our top
Those are so small.
out of that big spot. So this spot now where the ball was solid, but that Garner continues to look up that chance at top 8 wild side. Put on a show here for the first field of yeah, Jack Garner has been so really fantastic. And I know I said that, but I'm going to use that word about Zach Garner all weekend. From the first time he hit the track, he was fast, and then he hit the
All right, let's settle, chat.
again. And that is something that's very.
I figured it out.
You see an athlete
This is the meal for the day.
multiple runs together.
Trader Joe's, baby. Guys, I think Michael Graff is cooking. True. Can you believe that Wildside got the fastest time? Yeah, no, he didn't. No, you can't trick me. You can't trick me. Yeah. Looks great. Brand new item, by the way. I'm excited. These things are big, bro. This is some big ass round balls.
That's something that we do a lot in Supercross. And that's just Zach Garner letting Armando know that, hey, bro, I am here to be your.
All right, air fryer's preheating. Preheating the air fryer.
And just know when
I'm cooking.
I'm gonna be doing
Let's check back in.
everything that
How we doing?
to put myself on.
How we doing? His food is cooked. No, I'm cooking.
Round 1 and round 2 of the Mainfield qualifying to get an update on the track changes. You're going to go back down to Leslie.
I'm gonna go fill up a cup of water.
One is the water. We're going to keep the dust down, but we've got to remember when we put water on the
Oh, I
track,
can put my food in.
it's
Great.
consistency. I think really what the crew chiefs up here have told me that they're keeping their eyes on are those wide sweeping turns in the berms. They're looking for ruts out there.
All right, we're about to cook.
Dirt has really worn away those wide
Oh, yeah.
sweeping turns at the end. And so you've got
I'm
to
cooking.
rely on that, maybe possibly blue moving out there.
Some of y'all better watch out. I'm cooking.
Dirt, where
I'm always cooking, not gonna lie.
some problems for them out there. You also got to look for those ruts as well. And so these eyes in the sky up here are instrumental for this second round, knowing where the bar is set by our.
Some people call me Master Chef Michael. It's for a reason. I didn't fill the water cup. What am I doing?
Amongst the drivers and the crew chiefs as far as how the lanes are playing out. Is it similar to yesterday where the blue lane seems to be the favorite? Is that something that's taking?
From now on, all 7 of you need to call me Master Chef Michael.
You know, we see guys go out there and just crush it.
Because y'all were here when I cooked.
Strategy for that berm that they're coming in so hot.
Then when you comment that on my posts, everyone's gonna be like, what the hell are they talking about? Master Chef Michael. That makes no sense. And then I'll be like, haha, yes it does. And then they're just gonna call you guys crazy. And me crazy. Because I am. That's okay. That's what we're here for. Commentary is better. This is what I'm like all the time. Why do you think my commentaries are so entertaining? I'm just an entertaining person. I'm here to entertain. Whew. Taking a look at the qualifying leaderboards right now. Tyler Menigo. Tyler's got a quick time. 18.5 is fast. I mean, those are top 4. Those are guys you expect to be in the top 4. Camden, Tyler, Ryan, Todd. I mean, those are elite. Blake Ranger's a big one. Good for him.
Underappreciated. He has a chip on his shoulder the size of Manhattan Beach. And he is so adamant. He has something to prove here. He felt like, as you mentioned, that he should have been here before. Now that he
is here. I told him the best way to prove you belong is to go out there and win the whole thing. So, yeah, you know, you could tell it was so apparent in the press conference that shit.
SoFi Stadium, we're excited, so excited. We're coming out with a whole new design. You guys got to check this out. We're running an Escalade body. We got a partnership with Strut Cares. Whole new image for Black Pearl. You guys take a look at it. Tell me what you think. What's up, guys? Go open up.
That's cool.
How good international drivers are, and how he's just holding that torch and representing. Out here, that chip might even be a little bit bigger at World Finals just because he's trying to prove that the
My commentaries are awesome. Never stop using the renders. I never will, brother. They really do make him look way better. Oh, we're gonna Howie Dalton interview? Heck yeah.
Has won 2 championships with his drivers out here. So Howie, we saw Tristan as he's vying for this back-to-back racing championship. He told me he only took 2 passes yesterday. What did he say to you after he came back in after spilling it out there on the track?
He just said he stuck it in too hard. The tater down, he should stay in it just a little bit longer, and I think he would have blown it out of it.
So you're seeing what's going on with the track. We talked about water maintenance. It looks like it's staying pretty consistent out there.
The track is definitely staying very consistent. Start line's getting better. It ought to be good from there.
Okay, so what are your words of wisdom for Tristan when you're going to jump back on race?
Leslie's pushing this hard.
We're just going to try to lob it over the roller and slow and steady around the first burn and lay into it on the last one.
So there you go.
I love Howie.
We're talking about
Howie Dalton.
smooth is fast, slow and steady wins the race.
It worked for him last year. We'll see if he turn around here with.
I love Howie Dalton. We're back for round 2. My food's cooking. I'm cooking. We're locked in, guys. This is great. Round 2.
Yeah, I mean, the word that comes to mind, and it's only one word, is elite. Blake Granger deserves to be here. He's here for a reason, and he's one of those drivers that can throw a little scramble in this situation.
I like that they put those plates underneath the starting lines this year. That's a good idea.
Qualifying, they're switching lanes. We take the best time for each driver, no matter which lane they are in, and that is where they will qualify for the racing bracket. It is Jamie Sullivan, Monster Hunt Dalmatian in the blue lane, and Cody.
Are they plates or are they just blue grooving the heck out of that?
These drivers are. Jamie struggled with a lot more.
I think they're plates.
Cody, surprisingly, in 6 right now, I did expect him to be up there in the top 3. We'll see. And 6 is not bad at all. But when you're Cody Associate, he's been a fastest qualifier before. I don't know how much he needs to be up there near the top. And I know he gets compared to Ryan Anderson and Tyler Menega, and I think he wants to feel like he's better than them and faster than them. Well, he also hit the track when it was a little bit fresh.
Cody locking up the brakes is a very interesting technique. That's something that a lot of drivers have not done. So they look pretty tight right now, but yeah, you got to be way further ahead in the blue lane if you want to win that race. Wow, Cody was flying. That was the best. That was one of the best final turns I've seen out of that lane all day. That was a great turn from Cody. Jamie lost it a little bit in that first turn. She can't figure that turn out yet. She looked better than her first pass, though, so that's good. I don't think many people are expecting Jamie to be good in racing. I think we're looking forward to her freestyle.
Dragon coming away with another time of a 19.436. Yeah, 19.436, and he was actually faster in the blue lane.
Wow, she was faster as first pass. That's crazy. That's a surprise. That was a quick time.
Now we do get Tristan back on the track. JC Dimitron in the blue lane. Kristen Anderson, the great digger in the red lane. We will see if that strategy that Alan was talking to Tristan pays off here.
Well, your defending champ, Tristan's got to get himself a time here.
But also to do well for his new partner. It's got to be immense. And to come out there and just roll the truck on that first lane, you want to forget that and move on and do this one and try to make it lane. Yeah, and I want to go back to what Leslie was talking about. Something that's difficult about that red lane is you're coming so much faster. In this blue lane, you're going to see.
Woo, Kristen flew over that jump. My goodness.
A little bit slower into this first turn, makes that a little easier. Kristen Anderson has some huge air.
Yeah, Kristen's really not going very fast. It looks like Tristan's going to get a time, so that's good. That looked pretty fast. I'm also more excited for the LCQ. That's what we're really here for.
Yeah, we check out the times here. Take a look at the original. Who did the action replay? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Tristan is going to be happy with that time. It looks like Tristan goes a little bit long on that step up, pushing wide. Tristan trying to.
This track doesn't favor Tristan's driving style super well.
Put down, you can tell it's slick. 20.125 for Tristan English.
Wow, 20.125. That's crazy.
Tristan not going to make it into the top 8, not going to get that first round bye. He's going to defend his championship. He's going to have to fight his way through round 1. Yeah, it looks like to me that the track is actually slower right now after they put that water down. I was hoping that maybe if they put that water down, it would help the trucks get turned in those very tight corners.
Ryan trying to take that top qualifier spot.
Third fastest qualifier. He's in the blue lane. Armando Castro, champion of the series in the red lane. And here we go. El Toro Loco, son of a digger. Son of a digger trying to stay at the top of the leaderboard. Armando Castro trying to get it. You talked about earlier that confidence.
Ryan looks dialed in right now.
I was going to prove that.
Ryan looks so dialed in. Whoa, he's a little wide there. Woo! Holy cow, Ryan's going fast.
Ryan Anderson on a heater. He just came flying across the lane, went all the way across the race. I think he went over. El Toro Loco. Let's check out the replay. So El Toro Loco, you can see sliding a little bit too much, pushes those tires, comes on the inside, hikes up that right front wheel, and the rear steer stays on just a little too long, pushing him back to the right. Doesn't quite have the speed that he wanted. 18.984 for Ryan Anderson.
Not enough for Ryan to take it. Too bad.
18.794.
You can't be tricking me anymore there, Booby. Not going to work.
Race ran not exactly defined like it is during the season. You have a lot more details down there, a lot more.
What just happened there?
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult for these officials, but something going on either with the drivers or the lighting tree right there. It looked like Corey Rummel kind of jumped and then stopped and then went again. I'll be very interested if they don't restart this race.
Adam looked fast as heck there. I think Adam just broke too on the landing.
Yeah, we wait the times here. We continue on. This is round 2 of JCB Racing. Flying so far. Brave Digger's Tyler Medica, fastest qualifier. Here's the Super Blue the action replay. Adam Anderson getting that drive out of the blue lane. I feel like we're going to be talking about the blue lane a lot and how fast that thing is. Corey Rummel making a good last turn, but not the time that he needs. Adam Anderson just entered the top 8, 19.071.
Wow, good time for Adam.
In the 5th position, that will knock Max C's Blake Ranger down one.
There's the new Black Pearl.
Going to maintain the top 8, so Adam Anderson, great here with a great time. Is Menninga, Murphy, Ryan Anderson, LeDuc, Adam Anderson, Ranger, Saucier, and Garner. If you're just joining us, those are the 8 fastest times so far.
That's crazy.
Round 2 of qualifying for the main field. This is Dalton Weiner, Jurassic Attack in the red lane, Cole Bernard, Black Pearl in the blue lane. Look at that SUV body there on the Black Pearl. Cole looking sharp. Definitely looking good. It's all about the step up right here. Who can get that nice and clean? Black Pearl.
Man, Cole nailed that step up.
Slow as fast, really. It's all about the landing. You get all 4 BK2 tires on the race ramp all the way.
Come on, Dalton. Dalton screwed it up.
And there is Dalton Weiner struggling to get across the berm. He goes all the way up top.
Cole looked great, though.
Almost goes out of the race lane. Cole Bernard with a great pass in the blue lane. And the Black Pearl not only looking sharp, I think Cole is at the top of his game coming back.
Good to see Cole looking good.
What he tried to do was open up that last turn like we've been talking about. That is what you're supposed to do. But unfortunately for Dalton, he gets a bad bounce, oversteers, throws that rear end out, gets the rear steer just a little bit too late.
Hey.
And that left
My cat's making a presence. An appearance. What?
20.393 for Black Pearl, 22.369 for Jurassic Attacks, and Dalton Weiner will not get a first round bye, and neither will Cole Bernard. The top 8 remain the same.
What?
The next pair is out on the track. Blake Ranger, Max D in the
Want to say hi to the people?
6 Colt Stevens.
Oh.
Colt for a while was
Hi.
in the top 8. He had a great first pass to keep going here.
Cat appearance.
He is going to be in the better lane.
Okay.
So he's going to have more than
She doesn't like being held.
But the thing about it is can you take the horse by the rein?
All right, Thunder Roars, Max D.
Let's go third main field appearances. 2 qualifiers. Qualified 7th and
19. Both of them drifting around. Great turn.
Blake looked good his first pass, so this will be interesting. Blake looks good, man. Blake looks really good. Ah, Blake screwed himself. Too bad. Man, Blake had it too.
That last corner, as you're watching on the replay, I don't even know how that's possible. Maybe some slick dirt on top of the berm.
He started to go back the way he came. 19.559 for Colt Stevens. That is just going to put him outside
Too bad.
of the top. 8.25093 for Max.
Colt was not cooking either.
Ranger stays in 6 with his round 1 time. We'll see if it holds. Caleb Blood out on the track. Soldier Fortune in the red lane.
There's that Avenger. Pretty. Thanks. The ass kicker. I appreciate it.
Very hard, especially because this track does not.
Oh, Jim did not handle that well. Oh, Jim is all over the place. Oh, Jim's having problems.
Caleb Blood struggling a little bit, but hopefully she can get a decent time here at the end.
Jim not with a clean pass either. He's struggling.
Yeah, 2 rough passes there.
They're trying to get the truck back into their race lane and keep it centered. He does get across the finish line, but both of them did struggle.
You cannot get lucky on this track. You got to drive, and you got to drive really good on this track.
Caleb Blood in that last corner, riding over the blue lane, and then still can't make that turn tighten up and gets on the center divider at the finish line. That'll be a penalty for Soldier Fortune.
22.396 for Avenger. 28.556.
Yeah, too bad.
Caleb Blood, Soldier Fortune. Neither will finish in the top 8. Speaking of the top 8, the guy at the top of that leaderboard, Tyler Menega, Gravedigger, that 18.501 is still holding strong. He is out on the track this time in the red lane, and Brianna Mahan, Scooby-Doo in the blue lane. For Tyler Menega to be fastest qualifier, that would be a heck of a start to his weekend. He is the reigning Great Clips 2 Wheel Skills Challenge champion, but I know from talking to him about this both on and off the air that the racing of freestyle is what he really wants to win this year.
Imagine if Tyler takes the top again.
Yeah, the thing about racing that all these drivers really particularly love is that no matter what.
Brianna looks fast. Look at Brianna. She lost it a little bit. Whoa, Brianna's about. Oh, that's going to be a penalty for Tyler.
Went up onto her, onto the berm as well from that blue lane. I thought she was trying to push Tyler across the finish line a little bit. We're going to take a look at the replay. I'm not sure that was Tyler as much as he looked around. He goes up high, but look at Brianna right here. Just comes right in. So they both met on that berm. So Brianna,
yeah, that was both.
Still in her lane. She might have slid out just a little bit.
Brianna was looking good till then, though. That was a good pass from her.
Lying quite a bit here.
And he does get a penalty, 25.501. So he did impede the race lane. 21.264 for Brianna Mahan. You got to wonder if that slowed her down a little bit.
It had to slow her down.
I mean, was that a little bit of strategy? It can't be. I don't think so.
Well, either way, Tyler Menega is still our fastest.
Tyler's got the fastest time, and now Camden's a big threat for Tyler.
Lindsey Green, Lucas Stabilizer in the red lane. Camden Murphy, Bakugan Dragonweight in the blue lane. Camden second right now, qualifying for his round 1 pass in the red lane. We'll see how the blue lane does for Camden. He still has a shot at fastest qualifier.
Camden was super fast as last time.
This could be it for Camden Murphy.
I mean, so many people are getting better jumps right off the bat. I mean, how many times are we seeing drivers going over the step up with bigger leads than the other one? Oh, no! Man, Camden really blew it.
Yeah, pushing it a little too hard. He knew he had that cushion by being second qualifier, and that's what you get. You get that advantage of kind of throwing caution.
That's too bad.
Caution to the wind in this last qualifying practice, and you get to just kind of go for it and really see if you can put down a fast time.
Next pair to the line, Barry Masauer Zombie in the red lane. And Great Coast Hawk Warriors Bryce Kenny in the blue lane. Already big announcement at the press conference yesterday talking about the Marvel Monster Jam trucks coming domestically. Double duty, not only driving Zombie, but now also behind the middle Black Panther internationally. And he will take over Black Panther domestically. So Barry's got Zombie Nation and he's got Wakanda that he's got to represent as well now with Black Panther. So I know Barry's so proud, not only of Zombie, but of Black Panther.
a great driver, great friend, great opportunity for him. And right now, let's check back in downstairs with our pit reporter, Leslie Mears.
Yeah, guys, Cody Subsidy came upstairs to talk to me about where he was at 7. He wasn't happy with that. The other thing that he said is that the water is really impacting the track out there, and that's why I think we're not seeing as fast of times.
Interesting.
A great point there.
Bari looked good though. Over goes Bryce. Woo, nice save.
We don't want to see saves like that, but why not? Throw one in there before qualifying ends.
And something I love about that, I'd love to see the replay there for Bryce Kenny, but he was just so patient, and that's what you get when you're a World Finals contestant. Watch Bryce Kenny here. He gets a little sideways. He doesn't get too wild, too excited. He's going to flip on his lid. He just waits for that extra second, grabs the throttle, which is the perfect amount.
Ooh, food's cooked. Food's ready.
He also lands back in the top 8, 19.052 for Zombie. Puts him at 5th. That is going to drop Zach Garner out of the top 8. Cody Subsidy now in 8th. Blake Granger 7th. And Adam Anderson dropping to 6th. A great pass there for Bari. Now Tyler Duke back on the track. Look at all kinds of lonesome out there. It's a set chart right now. Adam Megalodon in that red. But Todd is looking great with that 4th spot. It looks like he will get a first round bye.
Yeah, I think that's a happy shark if you're asking me. Talk with Duke. This is an advantage game by himself. He's one of the better racers. He has a big racing background, all the Duke does. And for him, he can quiet it down, kind of like I talked about in the first round.
Ooh, I didn't even miss a race. I'm locked in.
His mental.
Didn't miss a single race. Look at that.
Continues on that ski slope. The bottom half of the race lane. The ramp. He's got it up here. Goes up the jump again. And out in the berm goes Meg. Ross stays low. Great corner again. Todd looking sharp in the red lane.
Yeah, Todd's looking good.
And that could be a faster time for Todd at an 18.925.
That was good from Todd.
For Todd LeDuc, it was all in that last corner. He came down super tight. You could see how he kept the truck very straight. Oh, man, that's a good, solid run, especially coming out of the red lane.
So we have 18.542 for Todd LeDuc. So that does, in fact, beat his previous time. And that will put Todd up very high on the leaderboard. That should actually put him up in the 2nd spot.
Wow, Todd number 2.
Todd LeDuc with a statement here.
Todd LeDuc making me eat my words all year, but I will say, I've been saying Todd's just driving a little bit soft all year. We all knew when he gets to the World Finals, Todd's going to drive as hard as he can. So I'm not surprised. Ooh, where's Zach Garner? That's not good.
Not to be forgotten. We saw that surge from him this year on the Stadium Championship Series. Menega out front. You had Tristan England, Todd LeDuc on Stadium Championship Series East. Went all the way from last to 3rd and just kept winning and looked super strong at the end of the year. It looks like he's carried that momentum here.
You know, and I think the biggest statement that Todd LeDuc just went out and made is we've seen the blue lane be fast, and then it's fast again, and then it's fast again, and then it's fast again. Todd LeDuc just put down the 2nd fastest time in qualifying out of the red lane. If we are talking comfortable, Todd LeDuc's name is written all over it.
And the good news for everybody else behind it, it doesn't drop them out of the order because Todd stays up there. So Dragon's still in the A spot right now.
Solid lunch.
On the track, where Wildside is on the clock. So right now we have Weston Anderson in the orange grave digger out in the red lane. Wildside not on the track yet. They have the clock up here, and here comes Wildside. So Zach Garner did answer the call, and he did answer the clock. And Wildside, without the body on it, still going to come out here and make a pass. So they don't have to obviously finish first. That'd be great. That 18.501 is the fastest time for Tyler Menega. But in order to get a first round bye, get a little more time, and one less.
These two look really good last round. I think both of them are going to be pretty good. I wonder what happened to Zach while they didn't take the body off.
Is for Weston Anderson. I'm sure his crew chief is trying to give him confidence. Todd LeDuc put down the 2nd fastest time in this qualifier, but clearly something going on with Zach Garner. The body's off that truck. It would be very crucial for an extra bit of time if Zach Garner could put this pass in at the top 8 to fix that truck.
It's our final pair of round 2 of infield qualifying. Zach Garner, Wildside in the blue lane. Weston Anderson, Graves.
Man, these guys are sending it.
Flying the truck around
Look at them. Holy cow. Zach is going so fast. Those two want it real bad. My goodness.
Zach Carter coming out, answering the call last second, gets the line and puts in a great run. You can see Zach Carter. He knows it's all on the line right here. He is pedal to the metal. Weston Anderson, a flawless run, comes out in front with a little bit better time. And Zach Carter just knocks Cody Saucier out of the top.
Wow.
Leslie just said Cody was not happy where he was. He goes from 7th out of the top 8. As Wildside moves all the way up to 5th, so Zach Carter comes in with a great pass, and he has been, here are your top 8 qualifiers. These 8 drivers may or may not, and I say that because I'm explaining here in a second, get a first round by Tyler Menga, Will, Todd LeDuc, Camden Murphy, Ryan Anderson, Weston Anderson,
Wow.
Barry Musauer, Adam Anderson, and Blake switch in the times. Weston Anderson, they gave Weston Anderson a different time. They switched the time now, so it's Weston and not Zach Garner that moves in.
I was going to say it should be Weston, not Zach.
Down here in 8. He is on the bubble right now. He is not guaranteed a first round bye. If the LCQ winner in the final race in the last chance qualifier gets a faster time than 19.084, then Blake Granger would drop out of that top 8 and the LCQ winner would move in.
Let's be real. That's not going to happen.
Make that very clear. So to be able to bump Blake Granger in that 8th spot, the LCQ winner, so in the very, very last race of the LCQ, you have to get that time. It's not the LCQ's win. It's not the LCQ winner from any other particular race in that LCQ bracket. It's only that final race.
So that was different. Normally they would do the qualifying time.
Which could ultimately be, your 3rd or 4th race pass coming in the day. So that by that point, the driver should have it figured out. It's a huge advantage for whoever gets to the final round of the last chance qualifier and try to bump in. So right now, nobody's safe, but the one guy that is safe is Tyler Menga. He is going to get the fastest qualifier.
A lot of people pick Tyler to be the fastest qualifier. I'm not surprised he is.
In his career, that he's the fastest qualifier. We're going to hear from our qualifier right now. We'll go down and join Leslie.
You were like a bolt of lightning out there with that first pass. And so, I know you were out here walking in early. What was it that really turned the corner for you that really put you on to that almost under 18 time?
Yeah, just running those passes yesterday, feeling as smooth as I could in each and every lane that I ran. I feel good in both lanes. And honestly,
that says Garv Digger.
Pass today. I didn't think it was.
That's funny.
I fumbled up, going up over the step up. I tripped it up a little bit. Luckily, that time held, and we're going into tomorrow with an amazing amount of confidence.
So you're telling me that there's actually more out there?
Absolutely. If I get that step up down perfect, I ran an 18.1 yesterday practice. That's an 18.5. I think that you might be able to see a sub 18 pass.
So you get to celebrate today. So what does this mean going into the big show?
It's everything. You know what? This amount of confidence, being the fastest in practice, now the fastest in qualifying for the racing portion of tomorrow's events. I have the most confidence. I know Matt. We crashed the truck really bad yesterday. He had that thing turned around overnight. And look at this. We're right now. We're going into qualifying. It doesn't matter.
I didn't know you needed help.
But you know what?
Here you go. The hardware is all yours. Here comes.
Ooh, fun qualifying trophy.
For Tyler Menga, your fastest qualifier. Guys.
Thank you, Leslie. Tyler Menga back on, celebrating down there with the fast qualifier trophy. I love the Hollywood theme.
Get close to the LCQ, folks. That's what we're here for. 2 hours, 48 minutes. That's crazy.
Stepping up, and this is a great start. Yeah, for Tyler Menga, we've seen this all season long.
Tyler was so dialed in.
Particularly produce at World Finals, but this seems like a little bit of the change of the guard here. Tyler Menga writing it down in the history books. Last time he was fastest qualifier was in Orlando. He would make it to the semifinal rounds, and we'll see if he can become the second driver in this field to go from fastest qualifier to World Finals racing champion. He's been nearly unbeatable on the racetrack all season long. And if there's anybody in this field that would be a heavy favorite for racing, even coming in before today's Tyler Menga, I think he just put an exclamation point or a stamp on that. It's weird though. I disagree with you a little bit. My favorite for racing would have to be Tristan England, the reigning champ from last year. Tyler Menga, like I mentioned, struggled in the past World Finals before. He's definitely fantastic throughout the year, and the stats are there to prove it. But for some reason,
Tyler Menninga sometimes struggles on the big stage. Main field qualifying is over. We cannot set the bracket yet because we got one more big event coming up. It's the last chance qualifier. One of these 12 superstars.
No, we're getting close, folks. We're getting close.
You'll find out who
We are almost there. This food is gonna power me through. I was getting a little tired, so this is gonna help me. Like I said, I'm gonna try and do a real just commentary over it. We'll see what happens, but I mean, it's obviously really different watching it on TV and doing it like this, not having it in front of me. So we'll see. I'm gonna try and commentate over it while it's happening. Again, if you want to get it lined up, if you want to be able to hear my commentary over LCQ lined up with the actual stream, if you pause the stream, the Monster Jam stream for 7 seconds, we will be lined up. And bear with me if you're just joining us. Not feeling great, powering through the day. We're doing great. We're getting, of course, the viewers are coming in now. They're coming in for the LCQ. I'm not surprised. I'm going to do my best to commentate over it. Again, I'm not showing it on here, so if you want to watch it and you want to hear me try and put us both in 2 tabs, have Monster Jam stream lined up with mine, and then you'll be able to hear my commentary. Honestly, not many surprises in qualifying today. Tyler taking home the top spot. Really not a shock. I have to say, really no big surprises. Zach Garner looked very fast. That's an interesting one to keep an eye on.
We just saw a great main field qualifier. Tyler Menninga shoots until all the way up to the top of the leaderboard. We watched it. We talked about this a little bit before the break, but all season long, he has been absolutely dominant. He led that series pretty much from start to finish. He had one bad event, and that's really it. But let's talk about Tyler Menninga's chances in the main field. You said you feel like the heavy favorite is Tristan England, or your favorite is Tristan England. I feel like Tristan's confidence may be jumping a little bit after the results of today's qualifier. How do you recover from something like that? Because he's a defending champion, comes in qualifying, rolls the truck first time, and then doesn't make it into that top 8.
Well, I want to be very clear on why I said the heavy favorite coming in was Tristan England. That's the key word here, coming into this event, not now.
6:16 a.m. Dude, you're a trooper. You are a trooper.
He thought he was all good to go, but now it looks like
That's some dedication right there.
Struggling with the truck. I don't know if it's the nerves. I don't know if it's the pressure of him being the reigning world finals.
Tristan England doesn't have pressure. That man doesn't feel anything. I'll return in a moment. Getting ourselves ready here. Last chance qualifier. It's coming in. I don't know when they're going to start it, but I probably guess within the next few minutes, I hope. The track is running quickish. I'm intrigued to see if the LCQ drivers learn anything from the main field drivers. We'll see if they will be a little faster or a little slower from their qualifying passes. Look at that bracket again. We don't get the full bracket for the main field yet either because we don't have the last chance final time. But Overboard Just Get Her Done 2 will be first, then Thunderosaurus and El Toro Loco, then Jester Megalodon, then Kraken Raminator, then Velociraptor, El Toro Loco, Monster, and Vendetta getting themselves their automatic buys there. This is going to be an interesting bracket. It's a very top-heavy bracket with David Olford, Jamie Garner, and Tony Oaks in that top half of the bracket. The bottom half of the bracket really, I mean, Chris Kohler, Mike Christensen, Mark Hall, the three of those guys have a good chance of really running away with it and getting themselves a spot in the final round. But I feel very confident that your winner is going to come out of the top half of that bracket. Very confident. We'll see, though. That's the great thing about it. Anything can happen. But David Olford looks like the nerves aren't getting to him yet. I mean, he's your fastest qualifier. So him coming out here, you know he's going to be running hard. You know he's going to be going as hard as he can. And as long as the nerves don't get in his way, I think he'll be fine.
Speaking of showing out, Sparkle Smash is ready to show out here at Monster Jam World Finals weekend. You don't want to miss that tomorrow night. Let's take a special look at the news truck in Monster.
We're definitely a couple minutes away. Very intrigued about the way this track is playing. I think it's an interesting track, and I think that by the end of racing tomorrow night, we're going to have some really interesting races, but it's just different. It's just so different from what past World Finals have been, and that speed and the energy that you love to see at the World Finals is just not there on this track, and it's hard to keep up. You know, you don't know who's in the lead until that final turn, and it's just a drag race to the finish essentially for like 100 feet. So I don't know. We'll see how it pans out, but I feel like this track might be a little bit disappointing compared to last year's track and even the 2022 track. I love that they have to stand all day. That's hilarious. I hope Wolford wins. Nothing would make me happier than to see Too Tall win. If Too Tall wins, I know that he is going to be crying in that interview. I can promise you that.
It was really all about the will to win and how.
All right, we're getting ready to rumble here. They're on the track already. No intros because there's no fans in the stands. Who needs them? Intros, not fans. Need fans. Like I said, I'm going to try and do commentary over this. It's just weird. I've never done a commentary like this in my life, set up like this. So we're going to try. All right, first race of the day. We've got Chad Tingler in Overboard taking on Brandon Toluchka. Just Get Her Done 2, the beautiful new throwback Just Get Her Done body. Chad Tingler, a longtime veteran in the sport. He has been around a very long time, has not been in the World Finals in about a decade. So to get Chad Tingler back in there would be huge. This is the beginning of our 12-truck racing bracket for the last chance qualifier today. Hopefully, things go smoothly. No matter what, whoever wins this and gets themselves that last spot in the World Finals is going to be ecstatic about it, and they should be. And I think it's going to be cool for anyone that wins. Getting themselves all set and ready to go. I agree with you, Who Man. I love all these drivers too. It's tough. It's tough to pick one. I want to see David Olford win because Too Tall is a good buddy of mine. I'd also love to see Mark Hall win. Was on tour with him last year, so I'd love to see both of them. Sounds like they're fired up, ready to pull to the line. We're getting ready for the first race of the last chance qualifier, the first race that counts this weekend at the World Finals in SoFi Stadium. They're pulling to the line. Brandon Toluchko waiting to get himself staged. This is where it all begins right now. The competition starts right now. Here we go. We've got green. Very exciting. This is when it counts. Elimination racing is officially underway. Very, very exciting. Chad Tingler looks like he has a big lead. Toluchka's got to make up the ground in that final turn. He overdoes it in the berm. Chad Tingler moves on to the next round. Overboard, takes down Just Get Her Done. Tough break for Brandon Toluchka. He looked so smooth in qualifying, but that's where the nerves get you. He knew he was behind. He knew he needed to nail that final turn. That's the mental game. You see Chad Tingler there. You see your opponent in the lead. You know you have to nail that final turn, and Brandon Toluchka could not do that. Too bad. The next race here, we have a matchup of the two new body designs. We have, well, not new for Nitro, El Toro Loco, but Joe Foley and El Toro Loco takes on Tony Oaks and Thunderoris. Tony Oaks with that new red Thunderoris body. The shiny new Thunderoris, very, very pretty. We'll see if it can make it out of the first round or if Joe Foley is going to get it done. Joe Foley with that Nitro body. He did not look very good in qualifying, so we'll see who will get it done here in round one. They are getting themselves staged and ready to go. They are ready. Green. This is a big race for Tony Oaks. A lot of people think Tony Oaks is going to win this. Joe Foley would love nothing more than to take him out. Foley cuts that corner very tight, but he slows down. Both of these drivers really tight right now. Tony Oaks trying to get it done in the final straight, and it looks like, oh, he flipped over. Who won? I think Joe Foley crossed the line first. Tony Oaks flipped over the final ramp. I don't think he crossed the line in time. Tony Oaks getting all in his head here today. He had this race locked. Thunderoris definitely crossed the line first, but I don't think that truck's going to be able to advance. It might even be a penalty. I mean, that truck is broken big time no matter what. So Thunderoris is officially named the winner. Fully committed there, but I don't know if he's going to be able to come back. I don't know if he's going to be able to get that truck back in time. That thing looks fairly broken. Joe Foley might get a break here, might get a chance to come back. What a wild second race. I wonder if his rear steer broke in that final turn, because that was very, very weird the way that he hit that with the rear steer turn. You can see right there a lot of stuff breaking on the bottom half of that truck underneath it. The S-Kicker making a great point here. Out of the 3 runs for Tony Oaks today, 2 of them involved crashes. Tony Oaks not looking smooth on that track. I don't know if it's the track. I don't know if it's maybe a little bit of nerves, but Tony Oaks not getting it done today. Joe Foley almost got it done. That's a wild finish. To cross the finish line upside down, that is crazy. That is crazy. What a wild race. So he crossed the line. Joe Foley seems not too happy. He did definitely drift into Joe Foley's lane. Very good point there by Human. That's why I thought it might be a penalty in the first place. Very interesting. Very controversial race here in the second race of the last chance qualifier. Well, naturally, Joe would get to come back in the bracket because it's the whoever lost the race. You don't do a fast loser unless there's a bye runner or unless the loser of that race can't come back.
Well, it was wild, but you have to remember, you mentioned the Kentucky, it's the same kind of timing system that takes those snapshot pictures every millisecond out there to make sure that we can get the right winner. So the tape doesn't lie out there. But I did.
Yeah, Joe Foley did not cross the line first. Thunderoris most definitely won that race. The question is if it was a fair finish or if that should count as a win. I think it should. He crossed the line. It doesn't matter.
The problem is that when they assess the truck out there, if there are any other major things broken with a bracket that is this compact.
Good point from Leslie.
And I said, well, good luck out there, brother.
Looks like Joe Foley's being hooked off the track too.
That last angle that we saw, Adam, it did look like before Thunder Roar's roll, or at least during the roll, that part of that BKT tire did hit the chalk line. And I mean, a minuscule part, but it's still from that last angle. It's still
Obviously not good to see Joe Foley getting taken off the track. That is not good.
Tony Oaks can't come back, and Joe Foley can't come back. Then
we would take a fast loser, yes. Looks like both might be broken. That is not good. Joe Foley looked good in that race too. I mean, quite frankly, he probably would have lost to anyone else if they had a smooth pass, but Tony Oaks was able to commit to it and fully send at the end.
And something else that I'm looking at too is the intensity is already rising with these races. Something that I'm seeing is how close these two drivers are at the finish line. I mean, if I'm in this situation and I'm seeing a 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck come at me, I would have the tendency to lift, but it looks like both these drivers just stay in.
Definitely tough to get the trucks into the tunnel from that angle. That's not ideal. Yes, the fast loser would move on if Joe Foley cannot come back. So that's something to keep an eye on as we go throughout the rest of this round. So why it's important that you finish your races. Also, Ashley Sanford's on the track. Oh, I was going to say she's by herself. They moved Jester up to get the loader through. That was shades of Jared Eichelberger in the showdown, and I think it was 2017, flying across the finish line like that in a roll.
These are some of the best drivers of the season, and they might have just had some, unfortunate luck, and that's why they didn't get in that main field. Tony Oaks, Joe Foley proving why they both should be here.
All right, looks like we're ready to go for our next race here. Ashley Sanford and Megalodon taking on Matt Pagliarulo and that new silver Jester. We'll see who ends up taking home this win for Ashley. For both of these drivers, quite honestly, an advancement in round two would be a huge success. I'm sure both of them would love to get a chance to compete in the second round because both of these drivers feel like they're the underdogs here in this competition today. Off the line. We'll see which one gets it done. Jester a little bit far to the right, but Megalodon clips that turning bump. That's going to slow her down. She's trying to make up that ground, but you cannot tell who's in the lead until this final turn. Pagliarulo gets stuck on top of the berm, and Ashley Sanford is going to be her winner. Matt Pagliarulo had it in the bag, and for the second time today, he gets caught up on top of the berm, and that is going to cost him a chance of moving on to the main field. Too bad for Matt Pagliarulo. Really unfortunate. Ashley, good job holding it together, crossing the line first. I'm sure she is thrilled at a chance to move on to the next round.
The finishes here are crazy. What's going on down there?
It just shows how unpredictable this track, and if you've done it, just drive your.
It is a very unpredictable track, and like I said, that final turn is where things get really crazy. Heard a few people talk about it already. You get into that final turn, and when you're in the far lane, both drivers can see where the other driver is in that moment, and they are either going to feel too comfortable or they're going to feel the need to push it at that last minute. And that's kind of what we saw from Matt Pagliarulo there. Thought that he was a little farther behind than he was. He had that race in the bag. Next race in round one, we have Nick Pagliarulo and Kraken taking on Mark Hall at Raminator. I believe this is the final race of round one.
It is the 2023 Co-Rookies of the Year that will meet with a lot on the line. I don't think that may be the biggest race of both of their careers coming up in round two. Speaking of big races, Mark Hall, Raminator, the longtime Monster Jam.
I'd love to see Mark Hall figure out what was wrong in qualifying and get that spot in round two. But Nick Pagliarulo, also a great driver. Talked about it last year or during the year, all year this year. that Kraken's had so many truck problems all season long. Hopefully those don't end up causing him problems here today. They are staged. The final race of round 1 is underway. Raminator going high over that jump. Mark Hall not used to getting big air like that. Nick Pagliarulo is. It's sunshine out there now. And Mark Hall looks like he's way behind. Nick Pagliarulo has a huge lead. And Nick Pagliarulo will cross the line as your winner. Too bad for Mark Hall, unfortunately. I'm glad they got the truck fixed, but Kraken will advance into the next round. Unfortunate for Mark Hall and Raminator. We all wanted to see Mark Hall take home that victory, but unfortunately he is not going to do it. I'm sure he's still thrilled at the opportunity to even compete in this competition. I was thrilled when I found out he was going to be here. Very, very cool. And I'm glad he got a chance, but unfortunately for him, not going to get it done today. Kraken advances. That's the end of round 1. We're already rolling into round 2. Your fastest qualifier, David Olfert, already on the track in Velociraptor, taking on Chad Tingler overboard. This is a big race here. Chad Tingler has a chance to play serious spoiler, but I said it in my prediction show. I would not be surprised if Chad Tingler wins this competition. Chad Tingler is a longtime veteran. He's raced in the World Finals many times before. He is no stranger to competing in big events. I feel like this is a good chance for him. If he could take down David Olfert, he'd have to be feeling great going into the next few rounds. 2 more rounds after this. And David Olfert in Velociraptor is going to try and continue his dominance this weekend. Everybody's been predicting him to win. Sometimes that ends up going well for him and for the driver that's heavily favorited, and sometimes it does not. The question is, will he stay in his head, or will he get in his own head, or will he be able to stay locked in like he's been all weekend long and all day? David Olfert has been dialed in all day long, all weekend long. They are set to go. They're at the line. This is a big race here in round 1, or round 2. First race of round 2 underway. David Olfert already looks like he has an edge. David Olfert pulling away. He's looking locked in. He's got to keep it locked in the final turn. He is so dialed into this track right now. Nothing is stopping David Olfert. He is off to the semifinals. David Olfert wants that final spot in the main field so badly, and he is so locked in right now. This is really looking like David Olfert's competition to lose. If he stays solid all night long, if he doesn't make a single mistake, he's going to win this competition because nobody's been faster than him.
David Olfert is tuned in, and he's
Continuing along, round number 2, we have Chris Kohler and Monster Mutt and Ashley Sanford and Megalodon. They're dropping that Thunderosaurus pair to the bottom. So we're on the bottom half of the bracket right here. They are set to go. This is a big race. Both of these drivers would love to earn their way into the World Finals this year. But Ashley Sanford, definitely the underdog in this race. Chris Kohler is the dog in this race. Ashley looks a little bit too slow here. That's too bad. I think that's going to cost her. Chris Kohler coming around that final turn, and indeed, Chris Kohler will be your winner. So Monster Mutt moves on to the semifinals. Ashley Sanford got into round number 2, but could not quite make it past there. But I'm sure she really enjoyed her opportunity to compete in the World Finals this year. I wouldn't say it's pressure got to her. I think it's just she's not a racer. She's not a racer in this atmosphere. She's more of a straight line racer. It's a much tougher track for a driver like her. So now we get our first look at Mike Christensen in Vendetta. He was able to get himself a top qualifying time. He will be here competing in the blue lane, taking on Nick Pagliarulo and Kraken. We've seen all those qualifiers picking the blue lane here in this second round, which I think is going to be a common theme throughout the rest of this weekend.
I said the motor did not matter for Mike Christensen, but it is playing a role. Mike Christensen getting a bye in that first round. Mike Christensen with that little bit of extra motor, as long as that thing doesn't blow up or go bad, Mike Christensen has a great opportunity to make the main field.
Mike Christensen, Vendetta, a longtime veteran in the sport. Someone I've really overlooked for this competition. I'd say he's quite sneaky. You might forget he won racing earlier on this year in San Diego, so anything can happen. Crewman making a great point. Wouldn't be surprised if it's a Throttle Monster final. I would not be surprised either. That could definitely happen. Mike Christensen, though, has to get there. Staying tight. Look at how Mike Christensen's handling these turns. This is a Mike Christensen we have not seen very much. Kraken holds the brakes. That's going to slow him down. Vendetta is off into the semifinals. 2 Team Throttle Monster drivers are in the final 4. What a wild night of racing so far. Wild night. As of right now, these 3 drivers that are going on to the next round, I mean, all of them. Chris Kohler probably the least of the 4, but really want this so badly. Chris Kohler was in the World Finals last year. He forgot, or he feels like he deserves to be there. So for him, he almost feels like he should have had that last spot anyway. So winning his way there would be huge. Then for David Olfert and Mike Christensen, both of them would love nothing more than to earn their way in for Team Throttle Monster. Having 2 Team Throttle Monster trucks in the next round. And it looks like we're getting Mark Hall back as a fast loser. So Thunderoris and El Toro Loco not able to come back. Mark Hall getting a second chance here against Jamie Garner and El Toro Loco. And things just got even spicier here in the second round of racing. So Mark Hall has now raced on the track and lost. He can feel more comfortable in this race. If I'm Jamie Garner, I know I was fast in qualifying. You got to stick to that. You have to be aware. I'd be a little bit worried about what Mark Hall can do.
You know, unfortunately for Mark Hall, I think these lanes are a little bit at a disadvantage. Mark Hall does have that pass in the red lane already, but Jamie Garner, without a doubt, has the advantage with lane choice, and I think that blue lane...
See, everybody's talking about that blue lane being so much more important. I feel like it's honestly just a mental thing. I really do. Here we go. This is a huge race to finalize round 2 and see who's going to the semifinals. Oh my, Jamie Garner, a bit of a mistake on the landing, but Mark Hall not going fast. Jamie Garner up on 2 wheels, but Mark Hall's really nowhere to be found. So Mark Hall had a chance, but Jamie Garner really not giving him anything, and Jamie Garner holds it together. My goodness, Jamie Garner made all kinds of mistakes in that race, but Mark Hall couldn't capitalize on a single one of them, and Jamie Garner moves on. Close race. That's the closest race we've had. Close, clean race we've had tonight. Jamie Garner off to the semifinals, and right now, 3 of the 4 drivers in the semifinals have never competed in the World Finals before. And Chris Kohler, the only one who has only been there once. It was last year. Jamie Garner, such a long tenured driver, would love to drive in the main field this year. And any of these drivers would do great in the main field. Not a single Feld driver in the final 4, which is just fascinating. But, I mean, they made it a very heavily independent competition. Jamie Garner did compete in the World Finals. I knew I wasn't crazy.
Sorry about that little technical difficulty here.
Technical difficulty, Leslie. You had the microphone off. So you're right. Jamie Garner has competed in the World Finals. I apologize. I've been saying all year that he hadn't.
I know they so but you guys have two of your trucks. Yes. In the semifinals. How gratifying is that to see all your hard work this season on the Stadium Series pay off here and give yourself, your team, an opportunity for that LCQ?
You know, I appreciate that, Who Man. That's great.
The LCQ, we have one of our guys in the main event, so I mean it's overwhelming. I mean, and then for them to go on to semifinals.
It's a big race. Mike Christensen, they're talking about some possible overheating issues for Mike Christensen here. Looks like Mike Christensen's getting lane choice. He's going to bump Chris Kohler out of that lane.
How much more does that motor have in Vendetta? Only time will tell, Scott. But what I am seeing,
that motor is running real hot for Vendetta. He would love nothing more than to get it done, get in there, get in that main competition. But the other thing you got to keep in mind, nothing would be worse than for Mike Christensen to make it to the main field and then not get to compete because he blows a motor. That would be awful. You want to get it to, you want to make sure that the driver that gets in there takes advantage of it. So we are in this final four. Mike Christensen, Vendetta, takes on Chris Kohler, Monster Mutt, the semifinals. One of these drivers will compete in the final round. I'm not too sure why we are getting that. Well, we're going to get that second race from the top half of the bracket after this because Jamie Garner had to race in that final race of the second round. So that's why we're getting the bottom half of the bracket first. I feel like a lot of people want some of these underdogs to win. Mike Christensen, Jamie Garner, David Olford. I love Chris Kohler, but because he's already been in the World Finals before, I feel like a lot of drivers want some of these other guys to get a chance. A lot of the fans want these other guys to get a chance. Mike Christensen's running it really tight right now. Chris Kohler with some minor mistakes there. Mike Christensen staying tight. This is a tight race. This final ramp is going to determine it all. Monster Mutt washes out. What a close finish. I don't know if Monster Mutt got those wheels up the ramp. Might be a penalty. Let's listen. So close. We're on the finish line here. Monster Mutt crossed the line first. The question is if it's a penalty. This is a huge call. I don't think that's a penalty.
We see some celebration going on down there, man. What a race that was, but Chris gets penalized.
They penalized Chris Kohler. They gave a penalty to Chris Kohler. I don't know how much I agree with that, but I also don't know what the rule is. If it's that white line, that's the difference. That's a big call. That is a big, big call. Very huge call. So Mike Christensen moves on in Vendetta to the final round. And he's going to take on either Jamie Garner and El Toro Loco or David Olford and Velociraptor. One of those three drivers will be competing in the World Finals this year. Who is it going to be? Velociraptor has lane choice. He chose that blue lane. Oh, we've got a staging problem. They're going to restage. We are definitely very close to an all-team Throttle Monster final round. The odds are certainly in the favor of Team Throttle Monster that they will have two Team Throttle Monster drivers in the World Finals this year.
When the inside amber goes up, that means they are set at the starting line, and then the red light will turn.
Trying to get Jamie Garner staged. He has staged that beautiful yellow El Toro Loco, ready to rumble. They are off. Jamie flying over the step up. That was a big mistake from him. He's going to need a mistake from David Olford, but David Olford has not had a single one all weekend long, and Jamie Garner's flipped it over. The Team Throttle Monster matchup will happen. David Olford goes to the final round. It's either going to be David Olford and Velociraptor or Mike Christensen and Vendetta moving on to the World Finals. Tough break for Jamie Garner. Tough break for Jamie Garner. He was looking so fast, but he knew he had to commit. and he unfortunately could not commit correctly. Too bad. Too bad. Unfortunately, Jamie Garner made a big mistake on that first step up, and that's what cost him. But David Olford staying smooth. Question is, who's going to have lane choice?
As you're watching these LCQ drivers go through the races?
I'm seeing a lot of guys making silly mistakes, man. These guys got to focus on running their own race, especially at the very end, the final turn. The inside turn, the berm, a lot of guys are screwed up. They kind of push them to the outside, and the outside lane is seeing that, so it kind of gets you in your head a little bit. And also the step up, the face of the takeoff ramp is laying down a little bit, so it seems like every round you got to approach it a little bit differently. The left lane is laid down more than the right also.
Really interesting from Cody Saucier there.
For no good reason, but it's just you got to keep your cool. An all throttle monster final is going to be awesome. Two of my great friends in the final round. Make a great power, good motor program they got. And,
It's going to be great. Two drivers who deserve nothing more than to be in a World Finals. David Olford, I'd argue, this year deserves it a little bit more, but Mike Christensen's been driving for so long. Very excited for this final round. So David Olford's getting that lane choice in the final round against Vendetta. That's huge. Very huge. The LCQ finals, man. I want to hear your predictions in the comments because we've got Mike Christensen and Vendetta and David Olford and Velociraptor. A lot of people have been riding the wave of Velociraptor all weekend long. I have no reason to believe it's going to be any different. David Olford looks smooth on this track, but Mike Christensen has also looked very smooth. And keep in mind, Mike Christensen has been running in that tight lane a lot. He's had a couple passes that have looked really good in the red lane. So both of them are running in lanes that they feel comfortable with. This is going to be a very interesting final race, and no matter what, both of them would love to compete in this competition in the main field tomorrow. One of them is going to get to do so. I'd argue for Mike Christensen, I would say a bigger surprise, because if you look at the two drivers during the season, I think a lot of us thought that David Olford was probably much more likely to be in the main field than Mike Christensen was. So I feel like for Mike Christensen, it would be a bit of a bigger victory for him, but David Olford's been trying to fight the odds not only all year, not only his entire career, but his whole life to prove that he's capable of doing the same things as everybody else. He tries to be the best driver he can be, and he absolutely dominates. And I feel like nothing would make me happier, really anyone happier in the sport, than to see David Olford get a win here. David Olford, one of the most loved people in the entire sport. Not that Mike Christensen is not, but David Olford has such a big following, such a love for him, and they are at the line ready to get staged. What a big final round.
Takes the blue lane. I think one thing that today has proven is that this track will actually tomorrow be the 25th competitor in World Finals.
Yeah, I agree. Track is going to play such a big role in racing. It's a mental game. I've said that all weekend. It's a big mental game here. So in the blue lane, trying to get into his first ever World Finals. He has won racing for the first time in a stadium this year in his career. David Olford, Velociraptor. And in the red lane, he's looked good in that lane so far tonight when he's ran in it. Also looking for his first World Finals appearance, taking on a man that he is the boss of. He's the leader of Team Throttle Monster, Mike Christensen, in Vendetta. This is a magical moment for Team Throttle Monster. One of them going to the winner's circle and moving on to the main field. They are staged. We have green. Who's it going to be? David Olfert already pulling ahead. He just needs to stay smooth. He needs to stay locked in. Christensen slowing down. Mike Christensen slowing it down. David Olfert just needs to stay smooth, and victory will be his. David Olfert has done it. He is going to the main field at the Monster Jam World Finals by winning the last chance qualifier. What a magical moment for David Olfert. Nobody deserves this more than him. David Olfert has worked forever to get to this moment, and he has done it. What an incredible moment for David Olfert and the Velociraptor team and all of Team Throttle Monster. And David Olfert, looking locked in, is in the main field. Hey, I got a prediction right. I love that.
Mike Christensen down there. He gets out of his truck, cheering him on. David Olfert, the emotion that is going on. These drivers are so excited.
David Olfert, I'm sure, what a moment for him. You can see the emotion coming out of him when he gets out of the truck. Look at David Olfert. I'm so proud of that man. I know damn well that there are tears flowing out of his eyes. We got to hear from Too Tall. Oh, Tim Hall Jr. over there. Love that. Good to see Tim Hall Jr. out there. Oh, my God. Look at David Olfert. What a magical moment for him. Let's listen to what he has to say. So cool for David Olfert and Velociraptor to earn his spot, the final spot in the World Finals. What a magical moment. We're going to take a look at the bracket before we go, but first off, thank you guys for being here. It's been 3.5 hours of streaming. What a fun time it's been. We were really all here for this moment to see David Olfert take it home. Correctly predicted one of them. I've got one of the 5 right. Last time I predicted a champion correct was 2018 when I predicted Ryan to win freestyle. It's been 6 years that I've gotten a prediction right. So how cool. How cool.
David got the best of it, and now the team owner, friend, teammate is there to celebrate. I saw True Talk down there with Barton Musauer, who used to crew for, and now we can take a look at our JCB racing bracket. So in round 1, New Griffiths Mohawk Warrior against JCB Digatron. What a matchup for Tristan England to begin defense of this title against Bryce Kenny.
Wow, what a hard matchup to start the night. Bryce Kenny and Tristan England. David Olfert, if he beats Lindsey Reed, he has to race Ryan Anderson in round 2. The left side of the bracket is stacked. Oh, my God. Tyler, Ryan, Tristan, and Weston on the same half of the bracket. The other half, you have Todd, Adam, Camden. Oh, my God. That right half of the lineup, that right half of the bracket is so much lighter than the left half. That is crazy. I'm gonna have to give myself a
That's a hard prediction to make.
I'm gonna have to give myself a very long thought process about this. I'm gonna make a prediction for the racing bracket, but man, oh man, what a cool moment! What a cool thing to get David Olford in there in the main field. He's got to get through some tough competitors. That's going to be a hard side of the bracket. My, oh my. Well, thank you so much for watching. The next time you hear from me will be when I post my World Finals commentary, blind commentary. It is going to be a magical weekend of Monster Jam. I won't be watching any of it until Sunday when I do my commentary. So for those of you who will be watching it live tomorrow, I hope you enjoy it. I hope it is an amazing World Finals. I'm so excited for it. We're going to crown 4 champions tomorrow. I'll be crowning them on Sunday or Monday when you see it. But I can't wait to see you then. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the World Finals tomorrow, and I'll see you in the next one.